Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball.
Good morning.
Sit down, Mr. Burns. Now then, what can I do for you?
I stopped by to pick up my dividend statement.
Ah, yes. Well, my secretary has your file. She'll be right back.
Fine. Do you smoke cigars, Mr. Mooney?
Yes, I do, yes.
May I have one? Thank you. Jack Benny always pulls that on me.
Very fun.
Some actors have to be on all the time.
So I've heard. Oh, that could be very annoying.
I could never be like that. I think it's unprofessional. I say once an actor walks off the stage, he should leave his work there and be like everybody else.
Very commendable.
I've learned to relax, like Irving Berlin said in that song many years ago. Lazy, I want to be lazy. I want to just lay in the sun with no work to be done.
Yes, I remember that.
Ooh, under that awning they call the sky.
It was very
Stretching and yawning and let the world go drifting by.
Yes, well,
I want to peep in the deep tangled wildwood, counting sheep while I sleep, like a child would, with a great big valise full of books to read while it's peaceful, while I'm killing time, being lazy now, Mr. Mooney.
Maybe I can find your file, Mr. Burns. It should be here under the B's. All right, Martin, Miller, Munson, Murphy. Under the B's? Maybe we'd better wait for my secretary. I hope you don't mind waiting.
Think nothing of it. Now that I'm not doing an act anymore, all I've got is time on my hands, you and Will, nothing but love in view. And if I fall, once and for all, I'll see my dreams come true. Moments to spare for someone you can't fall.
Excuse me, Mr. Burns. Yes, I was here, ma'am. What? We could...
Time on my hands, you and my... Mr. Mooney, don't be embarrassed. Nobody ever lets me finish a song.
Would you care for another cigar?
Oh, no, go right on with your work. I'll just sit here and look at the stock report.
Oh, yes. I envy you, Mr. Burns.
How's that?
Well, being able to retire in the prime of your life, just sit back and to collect dividends.
Well, that might be true about some people, but not about me.
Huh?
It kills me not to be doing an act.
Well, why did you stop working?
Well, I've always liked to work with women. I had a great act going with Carol Channing, and then she left me. She went into Hello, Dolly, and then I did an act with Dorothy Provine, and then she went into television, and Connie Stevens went into pictures.
Well, why don't you find some other girl to work with you?
Mr. Mooney, comedians are not that easy to find. Gotta find a girl with a kind of a pixie personality, eccentric, way out, a real kook. A girl like that is very, very hard to find.
Here's the contract, Mr. Mooney.
Well, it's about time you got here. I've been trying to find Mr. Burns' file.
Oh, George Burns. How do you do? Oh, you've been a favorite of mine for years.
Thank you.
Oh, I used to watch you all the time on radio.
You watched me on radio?
I mean, I used to listen to you on television.
Listen to me on television.
Yeah, that was the year my picture tube went out.
You should have gone back to watching me on radio.
Oh, you say the funniest thing.
Mrs. Carmichael!
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to find Mr. Burns' file. It is not under the B's.
Oh, I must have put it under the X's.
Why would you put the B file under the X's?
Well, that poor little file never has anything in it. Here.
Well, where is it?
Well, no, I don't know. Wait a minute. I bet I know what I did. You see, Mr. Burns, I always have trouble remembering names, so I took a course in word association. Now, Burns reminds me of fire.
So you filed it under the F's?
No, fire reminds me of stove.
So you put my file under the S's.
No, stove reminds me of pot roast.
It's your turn.
You filed it under the P's?
No, pot roast reminds me of noodles.
Mrs. Carmichael, you're making me angry.
Making me hungry.
And noodles reminds me of my mother.
Your turn.
Noodles remind you of your mother?
Yeah, she made the best noodles, and I'll bet that's where I put your file.
Under noodles.
No, under gravy.
Mrs. Carmichael, I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
I know what I'm going to do with her. Start a whole new career. Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever thought about going on the stage?
Oh, my life.
How would you like to do an act with me?
Oh, Mr. Burns, you can't be serious.
I know it. That's why I want to get back on the stage.
Oh.
What do you say?
Oh, well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Burns, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't quit my job here.
Why not?
Because it wouldn't be fair to you, Mr. Mooney. You need me. Good help is hard to find.
Well, I'd be delighted to start looking. Now, Mrs. Carmichael, this is a great opportunity for you to make a lot of money.
Yes, I know it does sound like a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know, today, my horoscope said that my whole future was going to take a turn for the better.
So did mine.
How much would I make?
Well, it's unprofessional for an artist to discuss money.
Oh.
That's usually handled by your agent or someone who handles your financial matters.
Oh, well, Mr. Mooney usually handles all my financial things.
Yes, and I'd be delighted to represent you in this matter.
Would you?
Yes, indeed. For the customary 20%.
10% is customary.
Oh, 10. Oh, yeah. Well, you see, I'm new to show business.
You two talk it over, and when you decide on what you want, you can get together with my agent.
Fine.
Here's my address. Be at my apartment tonight, and we can start rehearsing.
Your apartment?
Nice and quiet there, and nobody will bother us.
Well, I hardly know you, Mr. Burns, and going to your apartment, you in show business and all.
Mrs. Carmichael, you don't have to worry about a man like Mr. Burns.
She does, too.
I didn't mean that you aren't a gentleman, Mr. Burns. I just meant that... Well, I meant you're a man, and if I go to your apartment, people might talk.
What people? There won't be any people there. And when I talk, nobody believes it anymore. Here tonight.
Okay,
Bye,
Mr.
Mrs.
Burns.
Carmichael.
Oh, thank you.
Goodbye, Mr. Mooney.
Mr. Burns.
Good evening. Come on in.
Thank you. Oh, what a lovely apartment.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Are you ready to try a little rehearsal?
Oh, yes. I can hardly wait to find out what I do on the stage.
First, you've got to learn how to get on the stage.
Oh, yes, sir.
See, making an entrance is very important.
Oh.
Now, let's see. Where are we? That'll be the wings right there.
Oh, uh-huh.
Now, this will be center stage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is that the audience out there?
That's the audience.
Okay.
Now, we're introduced over the house mic.
Oh, are we?
Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, George Burns and Lucy Carmichael. Now, the orchestra plays our entrance music.
Oh, what is our entrance music?
Some of these days.
Oh!
Now, let's make our entrance. Let's go into
from
the
over
wings.
here.
Now, you walk out just like I do.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, here they are, ladies and gentlemen, George Burns and Lucy Carmichael. Now, there's music, and I'm walking out, and I'm bowing, and I get to the center of the stage, and when I get to the center of the stage...
I'm sorry, Mr.
Honey, you walked out too fast.
Oh, well, I guess I've waited so long to go on stage that I was kind of in a hurry.
You belong over here.
Oh, over here?
Over there.
Oh.
That's it. Now, we'll start.
Yes.
Well, Lucy, say hello.
Hello.
Not to me, to the audience.
Oh. Hello.
Don't look down at the audience. The people in the back can't see you.
Oh. Hello?
Now, I'll tell you a little trick. Especially when you're new and you might be self-conscious. You look out at the audience, but you don't see them. You sort of look past them.
Oh.
Well, now, will Lucy say hello?
Hello?
That was very good.
Oh, thank you.
Do that again.
Hello?
What's that? What is that business?
Oh, a little curtsy. Yeah, well, I saw Ginger Rogers do that on the Late Late Show last night. Yeah, I saw her on the show. She's my favorite. My very favorite.
Look, she's very good.
Yeah, Fred Astaire was in the picture, too. It was a wonderful picture. You know, at the beginning of it, Fred was an ambitious young dancer playing in a show in Muncie, Indiana.
Muncie.
You ever been in Muncie?
I was closed there.
Oh. Well, Ginger Rogers is one of the chorus girls in the picture, and Fred's up there dancing away, you know, and Ginger's in back of him kicking with the girls, you know, and she accidentally kicks Fred. And the people laugh, and Fred is very embarrassed, you know. And then the girls go off stage, and Ginger starts for her dressing room, and Fred comes off stage, grabs her, and starts bawling her out. And that poor little thing is on the verge of tears.
She's hurt?
Not her, him.
Oh, him?
It hurt where she kicked him.
Oh.
And he tells her she's nothing but a clumsy clown with 2 left feet. And he calls her a no-talent nitwit. And then she calls him a swell-headed nincompoop. Yeah, and that's when they realize that they really love each other.
It always
So, later that night, he goes over to her apartment to apologize for bawling her out, you know. And he knocks on the door. He knocks on the door.
If that's Fred Astaire, I'm giving up cigars. Come in.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Burnett.
Nice to see you.
Hope you don't mind my dropping by.
Now, I suppose you came by to transact a deal.
Yes, I did, and to see how my client is getting along.
Well, we've been rehearsing a little bit.
Yeah, Mr. Burns is teaching me how to say hello. Hello?
Oh, my, that's very good. She'll be worth a lot of money, this girl.
Well, I don't discuss money. You'll have to talk to my agent.
Hello?
Yeah, no more.
Hello?
Save it until after we've made a deal.
By the way, Mr. Mooney, I hope you don't think I'm taking advantage of you.
How's that?
Well, show business is new to you, and you'll be dealing with a man who's had a lot of experience in theatrical deals.
Well, what's the difference? Money is money, and after all, a man with my vast banking and financial experience, it may be that your agent will be the one who is at a disadvantage.
Oh, no. My agent is very good at money matters.
Oh?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hello?
Mr. Burns, your agent's calling.
Good. Put him on.
Hello, George. This is Jack.
Just in time. Mrs. Carmichael's agent is here right now.
Fine. Let me talk to him.
Good. Here he is. His name is Mooney. Mr. Mooney. Here, Mr. Mooney, my agent.
What's his name?
Benny. Jack Benny.
Jack Benny is your agent?
We'll be fair to you.
We will not.
I'll handle this. You just get us booked someplace.
I got you a break-in date for tomorrow night at a club in Santa Monica.
We open tomorrow night at a club in Santa Monica.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Great.
The bookers from Vegas will be in to see you, so I hope the act's good.
Don't worry, she'll be fine.
I mean you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, George Burns and Lucy Carmichael. Lucy, say hello.
Hello?
Well, now that you're on the stage, what are you going to do?
Oh, well, when I was in the beauty parlor this afternoon, I heard a wonderful joke. Would you like to hear it? It had everybody dying laughing.
We'd all like to hear it.
Oh, well, this one man looked up and said to the other man, "Don't ask me, I just got here myself."
Is that the joke?
Well, there was some stuff ahead of it that I didn't hear. That's the line that they were dying laughing at.
I wouldn't tell that if I were you.
Too old?
Oh, yes, it's been kicked.
Oh.
Let's talk about your brother.
Oh, which brother do you want to talk about? The one that's married or the one that's in love?
The tall one.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's my brother Harry. He's with the FBI.
Your brother's with the FBI?
Yeah, they picked him up in Kansas City.
So the FBI picked him up.
Well, they had to. He couldn't pick himself up.
Loaded again.
Yeah.
Poor Harry. Hasn't your family ever tried to do something about his drinking?
Well, we sent him to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist worked and worked to get to the bottom of Harry's drinking. And finally, he found out Harry's problem.
What was it?
Harry likes to drink.
Well, we all have our reasons.
I think Harry drinks to forget.
Forget what?
That he's a kleptomaniac.
He's a kleptomaniac.
Harry was always going into stores and taking things, so you know what my mother did?
What?
Well, she took some adhesive, and she taped his hand shut, all but this one finger.
Taped his hand shut, all but that. Why?
Well, so he could play marbles with my other brother.
You can't play marbles with one finger.
Well, Mother did that to even up the game. You see, Harry didn't have all of his fingers, and my other brother didn't have all of his marbles.
That made the game even.
Yes, it did.
But when your mother taped up Harry's hand so that he only had one finger, did this stop his shoplifting?
Well, it helped. All he could steal were donuts.
Harry liked donuts.
That's right. It was a donut that broke Harry's back.
Donut broke his back?
Yeah, you see, he had a donut in his right-hand pocket, and he tried to get it out with his left hand.
And broke his back?
Yeah.
Well, the next time he's got a donut in his right-hand pocket, tell him to try to take it out with his right hand.
Well, that's kind of hard when you got your pants on backwards.
He had his pants on backwards?
Yeah, you see, Harry had a suit with two pair of pants, and he put one pair on frontwards and one pair on backwards.
So that he could walk either way.
That's when the truck hit him.
What truck?
The truck that didn't have its lights on.
Well, why didn't the man in the truck have his lights on?
Well, he didn't have to. It was daytime.
Well, if it was daytime, didn't the man in the truck see your brother coming?
He didn't know it was my brother. Oh, he saw two pair of pants coming toward him, and he drove right between them.
Well, that's our music cue.
Two sweethearts in a country town, the neighbors say, lived happily the whole day long.
Until one day told he must go away, she wondered then what could go wrong.
He said, you know it's true, I love you best of all, and yet it's best that we should part.
Just as he went away, he heard his sweetheart say, here's a pretty tempo, Lucy, play with it. Although it broke her heart,
some of these days,
yes, some of these days,
you'll miss me, honey.
you're gonna miss me, honey.
Some of these days,
Yes, one of these days,
you'll feel so lonely.
you'll be feeling oh so
You'll
lonely.
miss my hugging.
You used to love it when I'd hug and
You'll
squeeze you.
miss my kissing.
You'd ask for more, and I
You'll
tease
miss
you.
me only
You want me only
when you go away.
when you're a million
You'll feel
miles.
so lonely.
In the evening when the sun goes
Just
down,
for me only.
I'll be on the other side of
For
town.
you know,
Oh,
honey,
you know, baby,
you've had your way.
that you went and had your
And when
way.
you leave me,
Here's
I know 'twill grieve
you
me.
can bet you're gonna be full of sorrow.
To miss your blue-eyed baby some of these days.
Dee-dee, dee-da, dee-dee, dee-dee, dee-da, dee-dee, dee-dum, dee-dee, dee-dee, dee-da, dee-dee, dee-da, dee-doo, dee-dee, dee-ba, ba, doo, dee, dee-ba, ba, doo, dee, dee-ba, ba, dee-dee, dee-da, ba, oh, yeah. Ooh, that's nice. Da, dee, 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 Lonely, just for me only. Don't you know, honey, that you had your way. That you've had your way. And when you say goodbye, wipe that tear from your eye. You're gonna miss your baby. You're gonna miss your red-haired mama. You're gonna miss your blue-eyed baby somebody. Miss your blue-eyed baby somebody. Lucy, you were just great.
Thank you.
Everybody out front is talking.
Oh, Michael, I couldn't be more proud of you.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, that's the first time you ever kissed me.
Well, banking and show business are different. You know, this girl is sensational, and the men from Las Vegas have offered $10,000 for the act.
$10,000?
They'll go as high as 15 if you won't sing.
We'll take the 10. Did you hear that, Lucy? We're going to Vegas.
Oh, that's just wonderful. You know, this is like what happened to Ginger Rogers in that picture last night. The producer saw her on the stage. She got an offer to go to Vegas, but she'd been with Fred so long that she didn't want to be... Oh, Mr. Burns, I can't go.
Why not?
Oh, because I can't leave Mr. Mooney.
But I want you to go.
Oh, no, you don't. You need me.
I don't need you. I want you to leave.
Oh, I couldn't leave you any more than Ginger could leave Fred. Not even when Fred pretended to be mad and said things that were very nasty to make her mad.
Mrs. Carmichael, please get it through your head. I want you to go with Mr. Burns. My life would be happier without you. Happier!
That's just what Fred said, because he didn't want to stand in her way. But Ginger knew that Fred needed her, just like you need me, Mr. Mooney. Now. Mr. Burns, but it just wouldn't work. I couldn't be funny out on the stage thinking about Mr. Mooney back in the bank trying to get along without me.
Mr. Mooney, you must be a wonderful man. How do you inspire such loyalty?
I don't know what I've done to deserve this.
Well, I hope you're not mad at me, Mr. Burns.
What for? This is the story of my life.
But what about the engagement at Las Vegas?
Well, now that I don't have a girl, I guess we'll have to pass up the $10,000.
Oh, I'm just awfully sorry about it, but, you know, Mr. Burns, Mr. Mooney has... What are you doing?
If you think I'm going to let $10,000 go down the drain, you are crazy. Some of these days... will not be days. We're going to keep it going.
The Lucy Show, starring Lucille Ball.
Well, a fine sailor you've made.
Mr. Mooney,
Lieutenant Commander Mooney, USNR.
you joined the Navy?
No, but I've been in the reserve for years.
Oh.
Yes, I'm in this uniform because I report for duty today.
You mean you're leaving the bank?
Oh, don't get your hopes up. No, I'm just going on a 2-week training cruise.
Oh.
But I shall return.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, when I'm gone, I want this office kept shipshape. You understand that, sailor?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's start with a clean sweep down fore and aft.
How's that?
Pick up the letters! May I remind you that you are using my dress sword?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. You know, Mr. Mooney, you look very handsome and very distinguished in that uniform. So manly.
Thank you.
What a change.
I know what you mean. My wife said the same thing.
You do look very military. What did you get that ribbon for?
That's the victory medal.
Oh, you know, you're so modest. You never even told me you were in the war.
Mrs. Carmichael, there are some things a man doesn't like to talk about.
Oh, I understand. Don't you say another word.
But there were times when things got pretty rough out there. They sent us to do a job, and we did it. Fighting men and fighting ships. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, I remember once on the sub.
On the sub?
The submarine.
You were on a submarine?
Oh, yes. The SS Porpoise. Yes. Once in the South Pacific, I had the con on the dog watch. Suddenly, my sharp eyes caught a glimpse of the enemy fleet. Did I panic? No. I sounded the alarm for a crash dive. I gave the order for periscope depth, and we closed for battle. I zeroed in on an enemy ship. Fire one! I ordered calmly. Torpedo away, came the answer. A moment later, we heard her hit home. We serviced. I rushed to the bridge, manned the machine gun, and began firing at the enemy aircraft. Got him!
You got it? Well, boy. Oh, are you going to command the same ship this time?
Command? Oh, well, you know how the Navy is. Experience doesn't really count for anything. No, I'm just going to be another fighting man assigned to a dreary desk.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Mooney. That doesn't seem fair.
Well, that's the way it goes. Well, I better get things squared away around here before I shove off.
Yes, Mr. Cheever called and said to be sure and sign the Wilson Trust papers before you go. They're very important.
Oh, yes. Well, you get them for me, please.
Yes, sir. They're right here in the safe.
Good.
Mr. Mooney, couldn't you apply for a transfer to a fighting ship?
Well, that would take too much time.
Oh.
But if they need me, I'm ready. I'm going to run that desk like a taut ship. There'll be no gold bricking in my office. When I give an order, those sailors are going to hop to it. And stand at attention when you're being addressed by a superior officer.
Yes, sir.
All right, now get those papers.
Yes, sir.
First.
There they are, sir.
Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, sir.
Were you raised in a barn?
No, sir. I was raised in Jamestown.
Then close that safe! You bent my sword.
Terribly sorry. I'll fix it here.
Never mind, you've done enough damage
I
already.
can straighten it out for you, Mr.
Morning,
Mooney.
Nancy. Hello, Bill. You ready to go? Just about, yes, sir. This is my secretary, Mrs. Carmichael. Mrs. Carmichael, Commander Moore.
How do you do,
Miss Carmichael? I just stopped by to take Ted down to the base.
Oh, how nice. Did you get assigned to a dreary desk job, too?
No, not exactly.
Mrs. Carmichael, he is the commander of a submarine.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Don't you think it's terrible what they did to Mr. Mooney after all of his years of experience?
What's this?
Never mind, Mrs. Carmichael.
Now, don't be modest. Didn't he tell you what he did on his ship during the war?
Ship? I thought you were the housing officer in Wichita.
Oh,
Well, yes, for a while. I was just outside of Wichita. I wasn't trying to...
But he was also a real fighting man on a fighting ship, on a submarine.
Oh.
You never told me any of this, Ted.
I know I didn't.
Commander, there are certain things that a man doesn't like to talk about.
Well, a man with your experience shouldn't be tied down to a desk.
That's what I say.
You keep out of this.
I may be able to pull some strings and get you down in my submarine.
Down in a... Well, no, I wouldn't want to put you to any trouble. I mean to say, they may be short-handed down at the housing office. They may need me.
Oh, nonsense. Any oddball can handle that job.
That's right, Mr. Mooney. Let him get another oddball for that job. You deserve to be on active service. Now, you go with the commander and do what's best for the United States Navy. I'll take care of everything here.
You already have.
Well, Ted, let's shovel off and get some water over our heads. Bye, Miss Carmichael.
Bye, Commander. Nice knowing you.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir. Goodbye, Mr. Mooney.
I'll see you when I get back. If I get back.
Mooney's office. Oh, yes, Mr. Cheever. No, sir, he just left, sir. The Wilson papers? Oh, yes. Yes, sir, I know how important they are, sir. Yes, sir, you'll have them right away, sir. Yes, sir. He forgot to sign the papers. Put them in here. What's that combination? 32.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am, nobody's allowed on the base without a pass.
But my boss is in there, and I have some very important papers that he has to sign.
Sorry, ma'am.
But if I don't get these papers to my boss, I'll be in a lot of trouble. I may even get fired.
Look, lady, if I let you in, I may be fired by a firing squad. Jones, William, okay.
Mister, please, look, I'm not a spy. Cross my heart. If I was a spy, I'd have on some sort of a disguise. Maybe even dye my hair. I mean, a real crazy color. Now, look, I just got to get these papers signed. I'll only be in there for a few minutes, Captain.
Seaman, ma'am. Not without a pass. Anthony, Larry, okay. Rush, Jerry, okay. James, Chuck, okay. Okay. Lambie, Alec. Okay.
Club Auto.
Okay. Club Auto. Auto Club!
Well, Bill, that was mighty fine chow. Thank you. However, I hope your boat is in better shape than your coffee.
Thank you. I hope so, sir. Oh, may I present my executive officer, Commander Mooney?
Oh, how do you do, Commander?
Mooney hasn't been aboard the sub in some time.
Really? Part of the mothball Navy, huh? Well, Commander, you should have been at luncheon with us. We had some fried oysters. We had some pork chops. Banana cream pie. But I imagine you're very anxious to get underway.
Aren't we underway yet?
Well, I hope not. I have to get off first.
Yes.
Well, let's get on with the inspection.
Yes, sir. Mooney? Sir. Prepare to get underway.
Yeah, me? Yes, sir. Aye, sir. Well, you heard what the man said. Prepare to get underway. Do the... Oh, Mrs. Carmichael, I owe this all to you. I hope I never see you again.
Well, I didn't mean it quite like that.
Mr. Mooney,
What are you doing here?
you forgot to sign the Wilson Trust papers.
I did. That's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
Mr. Cheever was very upset. Have you got a pen?
Yes, I have.
Why, he was so upset.
Mooney.
Ready to get them
Go
right
ahead.
back.
What are you doing in that uniform?
I borrowed it to get through the gate.
If they catch you, they'll shoot you.
Yeah, all right. I'll just tell them I'm your secretary and you invited me aboard.
Oh, in that uniform, that's fine. Then they'll shoot both of us. Get out of here. Get out. Hurry up. Come on. Go.
Mr. Mooney.
Oh, what?
Bon voyage.
As you were. Now, Bill, I'm expecting a bigger showing from you this time. Now,
Yes,
this
sir.
is a very important training maneuver.
Yes, sir.
If anybody on this pig boat expects a promotion in the next 10 years, they'd better snap to.
Yes, sir.
Mooney, you heard that? Snap to.
Yes.
All right, men. Snap to. You, sailor. That means you. Snap to.
Here, snap to, sailor. Get busy.
Secure from general quarters.
Up, scope!
Oh. I'm gonna keep my eye on this fish.
Admiral, I can explain everything. See, there was a malfunction.
Oh. All right, Mooney. Well, you heard what the Admiral said. He's going to be up there on his barge watching this whole show. And he's got eyes like a hawk.
Yeah, but Commander...
I don't want any excuses. I want results.
Aye, sir. Yes, sir. Result. Oh, this is all your fault.
Well, I didn't...
I don't want excuses. I want results.
Yes.
Now, get out of here. Get out. Hurry up. Over. Oh.
I can't get it open.
I can't get it open. Well, I'll open it. I've got to get you off here before we shove off.
Yes, sir.
Heavens sake.
I think we already shoved off.
Now I've got to hide you somewhere. If they find you, I will be shot for
Shot?
smuggling a woman aboard.
Oh,
Yes, I'll be not only shot, but I'll lose my pension.
where will I hide?
I don't. You Here, in here. Come through here. Come on. Now, hurry up.
Ouch! Watch your feet.
What? Oh.
And your head. Oh. Where am I hiding here?
I don't know.
Commander Mooney, report to the chart room.
Chart room?
Where's that?
I don't know where it is. Here, over here. Look, wonderful place to hide. Right in there.
In there?
Yes, come on, get in there.
You
Grab
sure?
some. Yes, that'll be fine. That's good. Get in there. Yes, fine. Good.
You won't forget me, will you?
Well, of course not. Now what?
What is this? I'm hiding in a garbage chute?
No, it's just a torpedo tube.
Torpedo!
Get me out of here! Please, for heaven's sake, be quiet. Look, get over here. Get in the bunk and pretend you're a sailor.
Is that a torpedo?
Yes, but don't pay any attention to it. Come on.
Don't
Get in there. Please, be quiet. That's it. Get in there. Now you stay. What?
You having trouble, son?
Oh, no. Just one of our new men's a little shy of the torpedoes.
Oh, don't worry about a thing, mate. Them are practice torpedoes. They ain't even loaded.
Commander Mooney, report to the chart room on the double.
Aye, sir, yeah. You be quiet and remain right there, sailor.
Well, I'm gonna get me some sack time while the getting is good. Yes, sir. Don't get a chance to get much sack time around here. I'll tell you one thing, Pally. I sure can't wait till we get a leave. That's the one thing I need is a nice, long leave. I met a blondie the other night that is really gorgeous. What do you think? That's right. Stay in touch with me, pal, because the next time I see her, I'll ask her if she's got a good-looking chick for you. Would you like a date like that? Oh, boy. Talking about good-looking chicks, you should have seen the redhead I spotted down at the gate this morning. A real sharp chick. Big blue eyes, nice little nose, nice long legs. Boy, a swinging chick. Hey, how would you like a date with something like that? That's exactly the way I feel. Hey, you know something? I like you. You and I are gonna get along just great. You're my kind of guy. You know what you're talking about.
I found a wonder. Sailor, report to the radar officer.
Me, sir?
Yeah.
I'm the cook.
Well, he's hungry. Come on the double. Down you go. Go on. That's right. Now take your gear and get out of here. That's it. Hurry up. He's very hungry. Go. That's it. Go. That's fine. I found a great place for you to hide. Come on. Never mind. We'll just hurry before they take you down. Come on.
Take her down.
Yes, we're going to dive.
Dive?
Yes, well, now, don't get frantic. There's nothing to panic about. Don't be afraid.
Dive!
All right, to 073.
Right, 073.
Remember, Mooney, the Admiral's going to be up there on his barge watching this whole show.
Yes, sir. All right. Snap to it, you men. Snap to it. Look alive. There. What are you doing here?
I'm hungry.
Hungry?
It's my lunchtime.
Mooney! You checked the forward compartment? Aye, sir.
Everything secure?
Aye, sir.
All right, keep your men busy.
Aye.
And that means you, sailor.
You keep busy, sailor. Do something.
What do I do?
Well, here. Take this. Pretend you know how to use it.
Sonar contact bearing 238 relative.
You know, Mooney, this is the most important torpedo exercise of the year. We've got to make a good showing.
Yes, sir.
Sonar contact bearing 097 relative.
Going pretty fast. Must be a destroyer.
Oh, yes.
Right. 2 destroyers on the port beam. Range 2,500 yards.
Range 2,500 yards.
Bearing 224.
Bearing 224.
Destroyers closing. There it is, Mooney. Our target ship. This is what we've been waiting for. What are you doing there?
Nothing, sir.
Well, get mopping. This is a torpedo exercise. We're about to fire one.
Fire one.
Fire one.
Don't run away.
We fired one. We hit something. The Admiral's fired. Prepare to surface. Blow all ballast tanks. Stop all engines. Yes, sir.
Who gave the order to fire that torpedo?
Well, sir.
I did, sir.
Good show.
What's that?
Your crew is more on the ball than I thought, sir.
It is?
It certainly is. Of all the members of the fleet, your boat was the only one who saw that I was not flying the proper recognition signals. And you took action. Kind of drastic action, but action. I'm going to see that you get a citation, an extra liberty for all hands.
Well, let's hear it for the Admiral. Hip, hip. Hooray! Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip.
The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball.
Good morning. I'm so happy to meet you. It's so nice of you to drop in. I'm Lucy Carmichael.
Oh, how do you do? I was told outside that someone here could help me.
Oh, well, it would be a thrill helping a famous person like you, Mr. Winchell. I always read your column.
No, that's Walter Winchell. I'm Paul Winchell.
Oh, of course. But I knew you were famous. You were a ventriloquist.
Yes, that's right.
I don't know how I could get so confused when you're really one of my favorite entertainers.
Thank you.
I just think you're so wonderful and so funny. I just get hysterical watching you and Charlie McCarthy.
That's Edgar Bergen.
Oh, of course. You work with Charlie Mahoney.
Jerry Mahoney.
Yes, Jerry, that's it. Oh, you know, another thing I love about you.
I think you better quit while you're ahead.
Oh, maybe you're right. Won't you sit down? What can I do for you, Mr. Winchell?
Thank you. Well, I'm thinking about opening up a savings account here, and they told me that a Mr. Mooney could help explain the bank's interest rates to me.
Oh, well, yes, he could, but he doesn't happen to be here right now.
Oh.
I'd be glad to explain our interest rates to you.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Now then, on savings accounts, our bank pays 5% annually.
5%?
Yes, however, if the money remains on deposit for over 6 months, we compound the interest on a quarterly basis. And this brings the interest to 5 3/8%.
Oh, I see. Well,
Yes, unless the deposit is made after the 10th of the month. Now, in this case, the interest is 5 1/16%.
Oh, well, then in other words...
That is if you deposit more than $1,000 under our bonus plan. And it remains in the bank for 1 year, yet less than 18 months. See, then the interest is compounded daily.
Daily?
Yes, and it amounts to 5 3/4%.
Oh, well then...
Unless... Oh, when is your birthday?
December 21st.
You're a Sagittarian.
Yes, that's right.
Well, you're a Sagittarian and you are eligible for our birthday club. Yes. Now, our birthday accounts allow deposits of $5,000. And the interest is compounded every half hour. And amounts to 5 89/100%.
5 89/100%?
Yes, sir, providing that you return the set of dishes that we give you when you open your account. Unless you prefer the electric frying pan or the hair dryer. Or you can have an automatic toaster, which is guaranteed for 5 years, or 50,000 slices of bread, whichever comes first. Would you like me to go over that again?
No, once is enough. Well, I certainly appreciate you explaining everything to me.
Well, you're lucky that I was the one who took care of you, because I'm one of the few people in the bank that knows about the interest rates.
Oh, I could believe that. Well, I think I will open my account here, and thank you very much for your help.
Well, thank you, and Mr. Winchell, if there's ever anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to call on me.
Oh, well, thank you, and if I can ever help you, you just call on me.
Well, thank you very much. That's nice. I hope to see you again soon.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Mooney's office. Oh, hi, Mary Jane. What? Oh, well, thank you, dear, but I can't make it Friday night. No, the bank is having its annual employees' dinner and show, remember? Yeah, Mr. Mooney's out right now trying to line up all kinds of celebrities to entertain at the dinner. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. Yeah, well, thanks for calling anyway, dear. Bye-bye. Oh, hi, Mr. Mooney. How'd you make out?
I didn't.
You mean you didn't get anyone to entertain at the dinner?
No one?
Oh, I thought it was such a good idea, you calling on the celebrities in person.
Well, they all turned me down. They had good reasons, but they turned me down.
What good reasons?
Well, Bob Hope is doing a show for the Girl Scouts in Pismo Beach. Jack Benny is on a tour of Fort Knox. And Dean Martin just had an operation.
An operation?
Yes, he had a brass rail removed that was pressing on the bottom of his foot. Well, I just don't know who I'm going to get.
Oh, gee, aren't there any other movie actors you could call?
Yes, but they're all too busy running for public office. Well, now, Mrs. Carmichael, don't you know someone who can help us out?
Well, now let's see. We've already gone through our list of clients.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, of course. Why didn't I think of him before?
Who?
Oh, you know how a thing can be right under your nose and you don't see it?
You don't see what?
You know how a name can be right on the tip of your tongue and you forget it?
What name?
You know how sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees?
What trees?
How sometimes you just...
Oh, will you stop babbling and tell me who it is?
The world's greatest ventriloquist, Paul Winchell.
Oh, he's wonderful.
Yes, he is.
But how can I get him? I haven't even met him.
Well, I have. He was in the bank a little while ago, and I helped him open an account, and he told me that he appreciated it very much, and if he could ever do me a favor, that I should call on him. So I'll go right over and call on him tonight after work.
Mrs. Carmichael, if you can get him, I will see to it that you get a $50 raise.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, $50.
Per year.
Per year? That isn't even $1 a week.
Hello? Oh, hi, Gary. A golf game? No, I can't. I'm rehearsing right now. Oh, yeah. No, well, it's business, you know. How about next week? Great. Okay, thanks. Goodbye.
Well, you certainly do need the rehearsal. I saw your lips moving.
Oh, you funny little snail. I tell you, Snitchy, lately you're just absolutely incorrigible.
How dare you say that I'm incorrigible? That I'm How come you can say it and I can't?
Because you're not as bright as I am. Now, you just sit right down here for a moment.
Hello, darling.
Well,
Well, hello, Tessie. Listen, I'd like to talk with you.
Oh, it's about time. You've been ignoring me all day.
Well, I'm terribly sorry.
Well, what do you want to say?
Well, I hear that you and your boyfriend went to a drive-in movie last night.
Oh, yes, we did. We had such a wonderful time. Oh, it was so exciting. Those terrific love scenes.
Really?
Yes. Tonight we're going to go back and see the movie. Oh, my boyfriend is so romantical.
No.
Yes.
No.
I tell him yes, he tells me no.
You like the boys, I gather.
No, I like the ones I gather.
Come in. Oh, hello.
Oh, Mr. Winchell, I'm sorry. If I'd known your girlfriend was here,
I'm not his girlfriend.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Winchell.
I'm not Mrs. Winchell. I'm not married.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Well, I didn't mean to intrude. I'll come back later.
No, wait a minute. You're not intruding. This is just one of my...
Watch it, Buster.
Oh, Mr. Winchell, you fooled me completely.
Oh, thank you, Lucy.
You remembered my name.
Oh, well, it's hard to forget a girl with such beautiful, natural red hair.
Natural?
Tessie, that's not very nice. Lucy, will you sit down?
Natural. It probably comes out of a peroxide bottle.
Well, it certainly is nice to see you, Lucy.
Well, thank you. I just thought I'd drop by and bring you one of the bank's calendars and...
Well, thank you.
Maybe ask you a teensy-weensy little favor.
A favor?
Yes, you see, the bank is having a dinner at the Beverly Ritz Hotel Friday night, and we need someone wonderful like you to entertain.
Oh, well, thank you for thinking of me. What do they intend paying?
Paying? Oh, well, it's sort of a benefit.
A benefit? For a bank?
Yeah, well, to be honest, it's kind of a benefit for me. Yeah, my boss promised to give me a raise if I got you to come and entertain.
Oh, how much of a raise?
$1.
A whole $1. Boy, he must be one of the last of the big spenders.
At the bank, we call him Diamond Jim Mooney.
Well, okay, I'll entertain at the dinner, but I won't do it for Mooney. I'll do it for you.
Oh, thank you. You're so wonderful. You don't know what this means to me, getting a wonderful ventriloquist like you to entertain. You know, I've always been fascinated by ventriloquism.
Have you really?
Yes, I have.
Well, you know, it can be a very, very interesting hobby, especially for a woman.
Why?
So you can always be sure of having the last word.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Well, Lucy, we ventriloquists do have an advantage. We can talk to our little wooden friends and say anything we want about anybody. And it's a great way to let off some steam.
Oh, boy, I could use one of your little wooden friends around the office. Gee, have I got a boss. I like to tell him a thing or two. Are they very expensive? Where can I buy one?
Oh, you don't have to buy one. I'll lend you one of mine.
Would you?
Why, of course.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Go ahead, take your pick. Which one would you like?
Take my pick.
Any one you want.
Oh, for heavens. Oh, look at them. Oh, he's cute.
Oh, thanks a lot, honey.
What are you saying, thanks a lot, honey? She's talking to me. Come here, you gorgeous hunk of stuff. Your hand. I kiss your hand, madame.
Oh, cut it out, Casanova. I'm the head guy.
Yeah, what a head. I seen a better head on a glass of beer.
Oh, I guess you think you're kind of cute with that cockamamie kitter.
Oh, look who's talking. Is that your face, or are you ad-libbing till Halloween?
Oh, so you want to get tough, do you? All righty. There.
Ooh, oh, would you like to have an egg shampoo? Here you are, kiddo.
Why, you, okay, here's one for you, kid.
Oh, you want to start in, eh? Here's my calling card. Now, wait a minute.
Yeah, here's one for you.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Will you both wait will you wait one moment, please? Don't you see I have company?
Yeah, and what company?
Yes, he got a friend for you.
Hey, listen, Lynch, you better do something quick. I think she just entered the Twilight Zone.
Lucy? Lucy? Lucy?
Yeah. What?
Welcome back.
Oh, Paul. Oh, Paul. You were doing that. I could have sworn they were alive.
Well, I don't blame you, Lucy. Sometimes even I forget that they're nothing but a couple of brainless dummies.
Who are you calling brainless?
Gentlemen, in answer to your letter of the 14th, we are willing to extend the loan, provided all conditions pertinent. Mooney speaking. Mr. Cheever, sir. Yes, I was the one who got Mr. Winchell to entertain at our dinner, sir. Well, thank you, sir. Well, if you're happy, sir, I'm happy too, sir. A bonus? Well, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Of course, sir. I can come to your office right away, sir. Yes, sir. Immediately, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'll be back in a few minutes, sir. I mean, Mrs. Carmichael.
Did you hear that? How do you like old Fatso taking all the credit? Oh, now that's not nice. It's not nice, but it's true. The fat brat think. Oh, Mr. Mooney isn't fat. He's just a little flabby. Just a little flabby. He looks like he cornered the flab market. Mr. Mooney's office.
I have a person-to-person call for Lucy Carmichael.
Lucy Carmichael speaking.
Go ahead, Las Vegas.
Hello, Lucy.
Yes?
This is Paul Winchell.
Mr. Winchell, what are you doing in Las Vegas? Don't tell me you can't appear at our dinner. Old Fatso will fire me. He'll kill me.
Now, calm down, Lucy. I'll be at the dinner.
But the dinner is tonight.
Well, I'll be back tonight. That's why I'm calling you.
Oh.
You see, my plane doesn't arrive in Los Angeles until 9 o'clock, so you're going to have to do me a favor.
9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Anything at all. What?
Okay, now, you go to my apartment,
Yeah.
get the keys from the manager, pick up the dummies, and bring them over to the dinner, and I'll meet you there.
Oh, go to your apartment, get the keys from the manager, pick up... Okay, don't worry. I'll have them there. Anything else?
No, that's all. I'll see you tonight.
All right, Paul.
Yes.
I'll meet you at the back entrance of the Beverly Ritz Hotel.
Very good.
Okay, 9 o'clock.
Right.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
What's the matter?
I forgot to turn off this tape recorder when I left the office.
Oh.
Now, let's see, where was I? Oh, yes, that's right. I understand now. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to change your tape.
Why?
Well, you don't want to use an old tape.
Why not?
Well, you know the proverb.
What proverb?
It's a famous saying. If the tape you use and use, someday you will blow a fuse.
Miss Carmichael, I think you have blown your fuse. Throw your hands off that. Get away. Get away. Go, go, go.
Yes, sir.
Let me see now. Let's see.
How do you like old Fatso taking all the credit? Oh, now that's not nice. It's not nice, but it's true. He got back the right thing. Isn't sad. He's just a little flabby. A little flabby? He looks like he cornered the flab market.
no, please, Mr. Marine, now don't make me become a stool pigeon.
You'll either be a stool pigeon or a dead duck. What?
Well, now, wait a minute. I don't want to mention any names. I'll just say that the person who insulted you was just a brainless, wooden-headed dummy.
All right, Mrs. Carmichael. Fortunately for you, you defended me.
Oh, you know me, little loyal Lucy.
Mr. Winchell?
Yes?
Oh, on behalf of the bankers, I want to thank you, sir, for coming here. I'm Theodore J. Mooney.
Oh, Diamond Jim.
I beg your pardon?
Never mind. Where's Mrs. Carmichael?
Well, I don't know, but it's getting rather late. Can we start the show?
Well, not until Mrs. Carmichael shows up.
Oh, why not?
Well, she's bringing over my little friends.
Your little friend?
My dummies.
Oh.
Ah.
Hi.
Hello, hi, Lucy.
Have fun in Vegas?
Oh, yeah, great.
I'm sorry, I'm a little late, but there was an awful lot of heavy traffic. Hello, Mr. Mooney.
Hello.
Lucy?
Yeah.
Where are the dummies?
What?
Where are the dummies?
Oh, they're right. Oh, no.
Well, didn't you pick them up?
Yeah, I picked them up. I brought them over here in a cab.
Well, then where are they?
Well, they looked so human when I got out of the cab, I thought they were going to follow me.
So without the dummies?
Maybe the cab is still there.
But Lucy, boy, what a spot to put me into. How could she do a thing like that?
It's your own fault. You shouldn't have trusted your dummies with my dummy.
The cab is gone.
Oh.
So are you. Mrs. Carmichael, Mr. Cheever, and the other members of the bank board are sitting out there waiting for a show to begin. And unless a show begins, you are finished, dismissed, through, kaput, canned, fired, and sacked!
Mr. Mooney.
What?
Does that mean I don't get my dollar raise? What are we going to do?
Well, I don't know. I can't go on without the dummy.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Mr. Winchell. Please don't leave.
Well, what'll I do, Lucy?
Well, maybe you could do a few magic tricks.
No, I can't do any magic tricks.
Well, can you sing?
No, I can't sing.
Oh, could you juggle?
I can't do anything without the dummy.
Please.
Lucy, what'll I do?
Maybe you could dance a little or
I can't
something.
even dance, Lucy.
Just a little couple of
No! And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul Winchell. Thank you. Take a bow, Tessie. Take another bow, a nice big bow, Tessie. Take a bow. Very, very good. Now, Tessie, I want to tell you that all of the people in this large and wonderful audience are very pleased to meet you.
Oh, likewise, I'm sure.
Tessie.
What?
Is that perfume I smell?
It is, and you do.
Don't talk. Well, it's a wonderful perfume.
Oh, it costs $50 an ounce, and it's called Perhaps.
Perhaps?
For $50, it should be positively. Oh, that's a good one.
Well, I'm sure that it will make a fine impression on your boyfriend.
We're not seeing each other anymore.
No.
I tell him yes, he tells me no.
Well, what happened between you and your boyfriend?
Oh, he's so insulting. Last night he told me to fix the wrinkles in my stockings.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I wasn't wearing stockings.
Well, no.
Again he says no when I say yes.
Well, I'm sorry that you broke up with your boyfriend.
Oh, it's just as well. We didn't get along lately.
Well, why not?
Well, he had water on his knee, and every time I sat on his lap, I floated away. Do you have water on your knee, too?
Look, Tessie, let's not discuss our personal affairs. We're here to entertain this wonderful group of people. You know, they're all in the banking business.
Oh, that's wonderful. I can sing a medley of banker songs.
You mean you know special songs for bankers?
Sure. Your dime is my dime.
Well, you better not sing that type of song.
So what'll we do?
Well, I don't know. What does this audience want? What does the audience want? Should we be jokey or would be hokey? Should you act girlish or Milton Berlish? What does the audience want? Tell us, what do these bankers all want?
Should we be loony, like Mr. Mooney?
She's got a hanker to kid that banker. Oh, tell me, what did these bankers... I know. What? I could drink some tea simultaneously while my partner sings. Sing.
The Yankee Doodle went to town just to ride a pony.
Bankers, oh what? Shall we talk money or just be funny? I tell you, we're here to please you with things that we do. We'll never tease you. Get off at a shoe. What does this lovely audience? What does this lovely audience? What does this lovely audience want?
The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball.
What's so important you had to give up your lunch hour for Mr. Mooney?
Well, Mr. Barmarsh, the jeweler, is bringing a present over here that Mr. Mooney bought for his wife.
Mr. Mooney bought a present for his wife?
He had a ring made for her.
What'd she catch him at?
Nothing. It's their wedding anniversary.
Well, Lucy, from what you've told me, I didn't even think Mr. Mooney was fond of his wife.
He's fond of anything that's deductible. This is the check that I have to give to the jeweler.
How much is the check for?
I don't know. It's sealed in this envelope.
Well, let's open it and take a peek.
Mary Jane.
Well, aren't you curious how much Mr. Mooney's spending on a present for his wife?
It's none of my business. Mr. Mooney wanted me to know. He wouldn't have sealed the check in an envelope.
You could steam it open.
Mary Jane, that's unladylike and unethical. And turn up the heat under that kettle.
There. Now put it
That's
right over it. Right, that's it.
Oh.
See how it's doing?
Oh, yeah.
There it's going. Now turn it off.
Oh, I feel just like James Bond.
What's that?
It's another sealed envelope with some writing on it.
What does it say?
If you open this one, Mrs. Carmichael, you're fired. How do you like the nerve of that man? After knowing me all these years, he doesn't trust me.
Mrs. Carmichael.
Yes, sir?
Did the jeweler get here with the ring yet?
No, sir, he didn't. Here's the check.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
I'm giving the envelope a rub down. It's already had a steam.
Mr. Mooney, are you insinuating that...
Yes?
I won't even dignify that with a denial.
Come in. Oh, Mr. Barmarsh, I've been expecting you.
I regret I was unavoidably detained. Mr. Mooney, the ring turned out more beautifully than I anticipated.
Oh.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Barmarsh, that is really a work of art.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, your wife is a lucky woman to be married to a man like you.
I know. I can hardly wait to see her face when I give her this at the party tonight.
Oh, is the ring a surprise?
Surprise nothing. She designed it herself.
Oh.
Oh, here's your check, Mr. Barmarsh.
Oh, thank you. Well, this seems to be in order. $6,000.
Now you know, nosy.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, that was just something I had to tell my secretary.
And here is your receipt.
Oh, thank you very much.
Good day, sir.
Oh, Mr. Barmarsh.
Yes?
Aren't you forgetting something?
Forgetting something?
Oh, well, yes. I thought with a purchase this size, well, at least you could...
Mr. Mooney, when you ordered the ring, I made it quite clear. We do not give trading stamps.
My, this certainly does sparkle, doesn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely scrumptious.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, Mr. Mooney, would you do me a favor?
What's that, Mrs. Carmichael?
Would you let me try the ring on?
Why?
Well, I'll never be able to afford a thing like that, and I just like the thrill of seeing how it looks on me, that's all.
Well, of course, you may try it on.
Thank you, sir.
You have to be very careful.
Oh, I will. I won't drop it or anything. No, sir. Oh, it is so beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's heavy. It's really heavy. Oh, my dear. Oh, what is this? Oh, how do you do? It's so good to see you, Duchess. Oh, nice of you to come to my little soiree. Oh, Elizabeth and Philip. Oh. How are things at the palace? Oh, that's nice. Oh, this? Oh, it's just a new little bauble I picked up. I see you're still wearing that same old crown.
All right, Mrs. Carmichael, fun time's over.
Oh.
Yes, let's get back to work now.
Yes, sir, and I want to thank you very much for allowing me to put it on.
That's all right. It was nice seeing you.
It's a thrill, I can tell you that.
Yes.
Dear.
Oh, no. Oh, no, don't tell me that you can't.
I won't. But I can't.
Mrs. Carmichael, this is one of your practical jokes?
No, sir, it's not a joke. The ring is really stuck. I can't...
This is what I get for being nice to people. Get it off, get it off.
I'm trying.
Well, try harder. Here, let me try. Here, I'll get it off.
Mr. Mooney, be careful, please. Mr. Mooney.
Oh, Mrs. Carmichael.
What?
Brace yourself.
For what? Really?
Oh, well, you got it on, you get it off.
All right,
Of all
all
the
right.
ridiculous, idiotic, stupid, horrible...
Don't yell. You'll make my fingers swell.
Yelling makes your fingers swell.
Yes, that's a condition I have. When I get nervous, my fingers swell. See, it started already.
Well, I should have known a fat head would have fat fingers.
Now, don't make it worse, for heaven's sake. Just give me a minute. I'll get it off. Oh, you know, I think I know how.
Oh, what?
Well, they say sometimes when you get a ring stuck, if you put soap and water on it, it'll just slip right off.
That's right, yes.
All right, I'll be right back.
Hold it! I'm not going to let you out of my sight. I'm going with you.
To the ladies' room?
Did you get it off?
No, but I got the fattest wrinkled fingers in town.
Oh, no.
Now, Mr. Mooney, don't give up. There must be a way.
Oh.
Remember, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Slow and steady wins the race. He who gives up...
Oh, be quiet! I'm trying to think.
All right. Now think too. After all, two heads are better than one.
Normally, yes, but in this... Oh. Wait a minute. That's it.
What? What's it?
I'm going to call the hardware store and have them send over a hacksaw.
A hacksaw? Oh, Mr. Mooney, I'd be ashamed to cut a beautiful ring like this.
I wasn't thinking of cutting the ring.
Well, you certainly can't be thinking of
Oh,
cutting...
no, I guess not. Although the way you type with fewer fingers, you'd make fewer mistakes.
Oh, Mr. Mooney!
Now, Mrs. Carmichael, you get that off or you are fired! I am sick and tired of your ridiculous terror. Don't cry.
I feel bad enough without about you yelling at me.
Yeah, well, don't cry. Don't cry.
Well, don't yell. Don't yell. The more you yell, the more nervous you make me. And the more nervous I get, the more my fingers swell. I got a condition.
Why don't you see a doctor about that condition?
I did, and he gave me some pills for it.
Oh, what kind of pills?
Relaxing pills. I think I better take some right now.
Yeah, well, please do. Please do.
You make me so nervous,
I'll get
Mr.
some water.
Mooney. You always yell. You never wait for
Well,
anybody
now,
to
just take it
explain
easy.
anything.
Take it easy. If you have to take pills, take pills.
I
Here's the
am,
water.
I am.
There you are. That's good. That's fine. Oh, you're doing very well. Good. Fine. Now, do you feel any better?
No, I don't feel better yet.
Oh.
I gotta have time to relax and be quiet. for a
Oh,
while.
all right. We'll have you relaxed in no time at all. We'll do that now. Just take it easy. Now, come along. Sit down. That's easy. Easy does it.
Thank you.
Now, lie back. Lie back.
Oh.
That's right. Now, put your head back. There you are. Close your eyes. There we go. Rock-a-bye, baby. If you relax, the swelling will stop.
Oh, that telephone bell.
Hello.
Oh.
Yes, Miss Jones, yes. All right, Miss Jones. Yes, I'll take care of it. Okay, thank you very much.
That bell scares me to death every time. I've asked them to change that
relax,
bell.
please,
If
please,
you'd ask them, maybe they get a softer bell on there. I get scared all day long with that bell.
No, relax.
You're not going to sing anymore, are you?
Mrs. Carmichael,
What?
how long will it take for those pills to take effect?
I don't know. I never took them before.
Well, I hope they work fast, because if I don't get that ring to my wife at that party tonight, she'll kill me. She'll bite my head off. And with her big mouth, she can do it, too. Oh, that woman, when she gets mad, she'll hurt me.
Mr. Mooney, it's hard for me to relax here with the phone ringing and you talking all the time. I think really that I'd get more rest if I went home, if you don't mind.
Oh, all right. It might be good for your condition.
Yes, it would help. It would help.
Right.
I think I'll take one for the road.
Oh, all right. All right, now, we'll see that you get home, all right. That's a good girl. Yeah.
Forgot my bag.
All right, we're at your apartment. Miss Carmichael? Mrs. Carmichael? Mrs. Carmichael? There we go. All right. There we go. That's... Miss Carmichael, upsy daisy, That's a good girl. There, you see, now you... Mrs. Carmichael, there, you're doing very well. This way. Oh, that's good. Come on. Oh, that's all. We'll go. Mrs. Carmichael, don't forget. There we'll go. Hold it. Oh,
Over here. Here. We're near the curb now. We'll just throw our foot up on the curb and away. Oh, my. Oh. I didn't realize those pills were so powerful. There we go.
And they worry about our generation.
Oh, there, that's a good girl. We're almost there. We're almost there. Now just right. Once more. There. Well, there's how to go. Miss Carmichael, if you can hear me, I have to get into your purse and get your key to your apartment. All right? Here. There it is.
What do you think you're doing, mister? What do you think I'm doing, you idiot? I'm going through her purse. Well, you're a cool one, and in broad daylight, too. Officer!
Officer, believe me, this isn't what it appears to be. I'm not a purse snatcher. I'm just trying to get a ring.
They knocked the poor girl out to get it, huh?
I did not. This is my secretary. I'm trying to get her to her apartment.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Well, I can explain that.
Well, you better.
Yes, well, you see, I bought a ring for my wife. There it is, right there. See? Yeah, and my secretary tried it on, and it got stuck.
A likely story.
Well, I can show you the receipt.
I'd like to see it.
You would?
Hold this.
There it is. There's the receipt.
Here.
Oh.
Received $6,000 from Theodore J. Mooney for one ring, huh? Now, how am I supposed to know that you're Theodore J. Mooney?
Oh, for heaven's sake. Hold this again. There's my identification. All right.
Yeah? I guess you're Theodore J. Mooney, all right.
Of course I am. Of course I am. Now, all I want to do is get this poor girl off the street. You see, she has a condition.
I can see the condition.
All right, now, Mr. Carmichael, we don't have too far to go now. We just go up the steps like a good little girl, huh? So here we go. Here, hold on. Come on now. Let's back up a little bit. Now we put one foot up. Away! Oh, that's good. Now we put another one away. We go. Now we put the other one away. We go. Oh, you good. That's fine. Whoa! Hold it. There we go. And then we go. Michael, snap out of it. Snap out of it. Time's a wasting. I just got to get that ring. My wife will just kill me if I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. There you are.
Hi, Mr. Mooney.
How are you? How do you really feel?
Fine, fine.
Oh, good.
What do you want?
I want to get this ring off, remember?
Oh, the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go to my apartment.
Yeah, we're at your apartment.
Oh, are we?
Oh, yes, we've been here for over an hour.
Is that so?
Yeah, Daddy. Yeah. Do you think you can get that ring off now? Huh?
No.
No.
It's stuck.
Well, maybe if we put soap and water on it again, it would come off.
Maybe I think.
No, Mrs. Carmike, don't go to sleep. Please, Mrs. Carmike. Oh, Mrs. Carmike. Oh, no. One foot ahead of the other. Oh, that's good. Now, we'll go to the sink and get some soap and water. And, oh, you're doing very well indeed. Oh, that's so good. There we are. And over here to the sink.
This is my kitchen.
There we are. Oh, you're good little. Now, we get some soap and some water, and we'll get your hands all soapy, and then the ring will come off, and everything will be good.
You want to get the ring off?
Yes. There we go. That's it. Now, that loosens it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gets all slippery.
Yes. Now, how is it coming along now?
It's off.
It's off! Oh, wonderful. Let me have it.
What?
Let me have it.
Oh.
Can you find it?
No, I can't find it.
Oh, well, let me just get these suds out of here.
Oh.
Then we can get right. Oh, for the love of... Get these suds out of here. Wash them out.
Okay.
That's right. Get them out. No, there, the suds. You don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Well, I didn't mean
Get
it.
the suds out. Oh, hurry up. There we are.
Suds are all gone. And so's the ring. It went down the drain.
Down the drain! Down the drain? Oh, I can't use it.
Sometimes when things get stuck in there, I just turn the switch on.
Don't turn that on.
Well, I wasn't going to turn it on when your hand was in there. You think I'm stupid or something?
Don't tempt me with obvious questions. Don't turn that switch on. I don't want a $6,000 ring ground up into garbage.
Of course you don't.
No, of course I don't. Well, have you got a plumber?
Yes, but he doesn't make house calls.
Well, have you got some tools?
Yes, I have.
Get them.
Oh.
What have you got?
What?
What have you got in the way of tools?
Oh, I got a hammer,
Yeah?
and I got a thingamajig and a doohickey.
What's a thingamajig and a doohickey?
That's a doohickey, and that's a thingamajig, and that's a hammer.
I know a hammer! Right, maybe I can do something here.
That's a garbage disposal.
I know it's a garbage. Hey, give me a wrench.
A what?
The thingamajig.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Now, if I just get this pipe loose here, we might be able to see what was going on here.
You think you know what you're doing?
Of course I know what I'm doing. There we are. Look through that.
No, there's nothing there.
Will you get the hammer and help me now?
Yes, sir. What do you want me to do?
Well, now, I'm going to try and get this fitting loose, this gooseneck here.
What?
This gooseneck. I'm going to loosen the fitting around it, and then when I get the wrench on it, you hit it with a hammer, and that'll break it loose. All right. Now, there we go. Now, hit it now. There we go. That's good. One more. That's good. Another one.
Lucy, the most amazing thing just happened. I was down in the laundry room doing my Hello, Mr. Mooney laundry, and I was using that washing machine that they're fixing in the pipes, and I reached down and got my laundry, and look what I found!
My ring! My ring!
What do you mean, your ring?
It is his remember the ring I told you about in the office?
Yes.
Well, Mr. Mooney let me put it on, and it got stuck on my poor little finger, and we had to get some soap on it, and it slipped off, and it went down in the drain. I guess it went all the way to the laundry.
Yeah.
And Mr. Mooney has been so upset.
Just give it to me, please.
Yes,
That's why
thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, what we went through.
I know. But it's all right now?
Yes, it is. We can get that all fixed out.
I can't get it off.
What?
I can't get the ring
Oh,
off.
no.
You're kidding.
Oh,
I can't
oh,
get it.
no, not again. Not again. Oh, that's what I get for being nice.
The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Gail Gordon.
Mr. Mooney.
Touché, Mrs. Carmichael.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, I'm so sorry, but I was in such a hurry to tell you the good news. Boy, are you going to be surprised.
About what?
I won first place in a dog food contest.
That doesn't surprise me. I've tasted your cooking.
I didn't make the dog food. I just entered the contest, and I won a trip to London. Look, here's my ticket. My plane leaves Monday morning.
Well, what makes you think you can take off from work just like that?
Oh, well, I have some days coming to me. I've been saving up my sick leave.
Your sick leave?
Yes, sir. And oh, you don't know what I've gone through to save up those few measly days. Oh, some days I have been so miserable.
Oh, well, I never realized you were so dedicated.
Oh, yes. You know, one day I came to work in such pain that I had to ask the bank guard to give me a bullet to bite on.
Why, you poor thing.
Well,
However, Mrs. Carmichael, it is impossible for you to leave at this time.
why?
Because I have to go east next week on business, and I want someone to be here in this office.
Well, Mr. Mooney, last year we both took our vacations at the same time. Nobody even missed us.
Exactly, and I never want that to happen again.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, that's a thanks I get for all the hard work I've done. All the long hours of concentration I've put in.
On what?
On my dog food jingle.
Dog food jingle?
Yeah, the one that I won the prize with. I feed my doggy arf arf. I buy it by the bunch. I know it's tasty dog food. I eat it myself for lunch.
You wrote that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you do need sick leave.
You mean I can go?
Oh, go.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm going to London. I'm going to London. I'm going to tell the girls. I'm going to London. I'm going...
And they think they'll always be in England.
Mary Jane, mind. I'm so excited. There it is. There it is. British Imperial Airways. You know what it said on the ticket? From the moment you step up to the counter, you feel a bit of Britain.
Oh.
Isn't it exciting?
Lucy, but you better hurry, honey. You have to check your ticket.
Yeah, okay, honey. Oh, dear.
Where's your ticket?
I must have left it in my bag.
Oh, my God. What am I going to do? Ask this man.
Sir, excuse me. I'm on my way to London, and I had my ticket, and I left it in my bag. I put my bag down there, and it went that way, and I don't know how to get it back.
Oh, really? Well, the only way you can listen, baby, you know the bell bill says I don't say she's paying no for me. What did you do, really, now?
What?
The only possible way you're going to get back around the better business, you sign don't say she's paid, boss. It's the only possible thing you can do, really.
Did you understand what he said?
No.
Excuse me, sir. Perhaps your friend could help me?
Cedric calls all of these Americans, you know.
Right, Captain. As I understand it, you were in a bit of a tiz, was, because you went and lost your bloomin' doodah, lady?
Yes, I lost my bloomin' doodah, lady, and I want to know how to get it back.
But there's no need to get yourself in a state.
Well, of course I'm in a state. My plane's ready to take off, and my tickets are in my bag. My bag took off without me, and I don't know how to get it.
Perhaps I can be of some help, ladies.
Oh, I hope so. I sure would appreciate it.
If you don't mind, sir. What this man was trying to tell you is that the baggage room's in the basement.
In the basement? Oh, basement? I don't know if I have time to get to the basement. My plane is taking off for London. Flight 19.
Well, how soon does Flight 19 leave?
It just left.
Just left?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I knew this was too good to be true.
Honey, I told you to get an earlier start.
Don't get so upset. Look, there's a plane leaving for New York in a few minutes.
I'm not going to New York. I'm going to London.
I know. If you take the plane from here to New York, there they can get your connections on to London.
Oh, can they do that?
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
Now, remember to take your tickets to the main ticket counter.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, my tickets. I got to get my tickets. Yeah, I got to get my tickets.
Lucy, what are you doing?
I'm going to get me bloomin' doodah, lady.
Seat 10C.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Would you like me to take that for you?
Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, miss.
Yes?
I keep forgetting about the difference in time. Do I set my watch ahead or back?
Oh, it's 3 hours later in New York.
Oh, well, I'm not just going to New York. I'm going all the way to London, England, in Europe.
How very nice. The time difference is 8 hours between here and London.
London, England.
In Europe.
Thank you. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Sir,
Yes.
I wonder if you would do me a favor.
Yeah, what is it?
You see, my girlfriend is here to see me off, and I promised to wave to her, but I don't think she can see me. Would you wave to Mary Jane? She's the one in the green suit right by the gate. Just give her a little wave. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Oh, look, she's waving back to us, and she's throwing me a kiss. She's the very best girlfriend I've got. Would you mind throwing her a kiss? Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I would love to get a shot of her just waving to me. Would you just draw back a little bit? Oh, maybe you better take it. Maybe you better just press this little thing right here. Yes. Now, look, get her attention. Wave to her, wave to her. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. She really is my very best girlfriend. Thank you. I'm terribly sorry. I'm sitting on the wrong side of the plane to wave goodbye to her.
May I take your coat?
Oh, yes. Yes, I guess so. Thank you. Thank you.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I don't think so. Later, I may have some coffee, tea, or milk.
Mrs. Carmichael, what are you doing here?
Well, I don't blame you for being surprised. I missed my plane.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, I'm going to New York on this plane, and then I get my plane for London from there.
Oh, I see.
My, it's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah. And with you in it, no wonder they're racing for the moon.
Mr. Mooney, you know, you ought to be glad that I'm sitting here with you instead of some stranger. After all, it's a long trip, and you'll have someone nice to talk to.
Mrs. Carmichael, when I arrive in New York, I'm going directly to an important meeting. That's why I'm studying these documents. And I don't want to be disturbed.
Oh, yes, sir. Isn't this a wonderful age we live in? Breakfast in Los Angeles, lunch in New York, dinner in London. Isn't it exciting?
Frankly, my business takes me on so many transcontinental overseas trips that it isn't very exciting for me. I get pretty sick of flying.
Oh, really? Well, actually, I get a little bored now and then, too, yeah.
Fasten your seatbelts, please.
Oh, I guess we're going to take off, huh? You better fasten your seatbelt.
I'd be happy to if you'd give me the other half of my belt.
Oh, you have...
Yeah.
Oh, you have two buckles. Oh, for heaven's sake. You have part of mine. Goodness. I don't know why they don't have them right in the first place.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Since the takeoff portion of our flight will be over water, I'd like to demonstrate how to put on the life jackets, which you'll find under your seat.
Sir, she wants you to pay attention.
I've seen this 100 times.
Oh, yeah, it's a real drag.
The chances of your having to use the life jackets are very remote, but regulations require this demonstration. After the jacket is securely tied, it is inflated by pulling this cord. Jacket should be inflated only after leaving the plane. Thank you very much. Would you care for some gum?
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
It's for your ears.
Oh, of course. I forgot.
Does gum really help? Oh, yes. Chewing the gum does seem to help relieve the pressure during the takeoff. Thank you.
so used to wearing them, I forget I have them on. Oh, I'm glad you're through with your work, Mr. Mooney. I was feeling kind of lonesome.
Carmichael, I'm going to listen to some nice, quiet music and try to get some rest.
Oh, is that what those are? Sorry, sir. I certainly hope they serve lunch soon. I didn't have any breakfast.
You have to press the button on the arm at the same time.
Oh, of course. I forget. All planes are different. Oh, I found it. I have it now. Yes. What's the matter? Did you have a bad dream?
No, I didn't have a bad dream. Miss, your button is on this arm.
Oh. Oh, yes, thank you.
Would you care for some champagne?
Champagne? Oh, thank you.
Would you care for some?
Thank you.
My, this is delicious. Happy landing.
Bon voyage.
Oh, the boniest. What was that?
Just a little turbulence.
A little turbulence? Oh, I hope they don't have too much of that up here. Oh, my. Was that some more turbulence?
Getting a little rough.
It certainly is.
More champagne?
Why not? Boy, it's getting hot in here. I certainly hope they serve lunch pretty soon. You know, it's nearly midnight in London, England, in Europe. You know something?
What?
You're awfully nice.
Thank you.
I think I'm going to tell you a little secret.
Secret?
I've never flown before.
You're kidding.
You couldn't tell, could you?
I would have sworn you were Peter Pan.
Boy, I hope they serve lunch pretty soon. I certainly didn't mention this turbulence in my travel folder.
I think we're heading into a little storm.
Really?
Now, what's going on here?
Well, he said the plane was ditching.
Now, look, sir. You've caused nothing but trouble since you came aboard. You fell out of your seat, you wrecked the luggage rack, and now you've got the whole plane in an uproar. Now, everybody, just be calm. Everything's going to be all right. Now, take your seats. Sit down, sir. Everything's going to be just fine.
The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball.
I see you finally got here.
Oh, well, I had to stop and pick up the mail.
Well, let me have it, please.
Oh, no, this is all for me, sir.
All for you?
Yes, I put an ad in the paper.
An ad?
Yes, you know, I have done something that's going to make you very happy.
You're looking for another job.
Mooney, no. I'm advertising for a roommate.
Why would that make me happy?
Well, you're always criticizing me for spending so much money. And if I have a roommate, I'll cut my expenses right in half. Just think, half of the utilities, half of the rent, half of the groceries.
And half of the morning has gone by and you haven't done any work yet.
I have to read these letters very carefully. You know, it's a big decision picking a roommate. It's very difficult for two people to live together.
Those are the very words I said to my wife this morning.
Out of all these, I should be able to find a roommate.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You hardly glanced at that. Why did you throw it away so quickly?
Because I don't want a roommate named Irving. I am a college graduate and presently employed as a librarian. Yours truly, Carol Bradford. Oh, she sounds just perfect.
How do you do? I'm Carol Bradford. I answered your ad.
Yes. And I'm Lucy... I'm Lucy Carmichael. I was expecting you. Can I help you with your thing?
Thank you.
May I take that?
Oh, no, thank you. I'll just put it right over here.
Oh, okay. Come in. Sorry, I should have warned you about that step.
No, I'm all right. I'm just glad it happened here instead of at the library.
Oh.
They're very strict about noise.
Yeah. Oh, look, you broke your glasses.
Oh, no, I always wear them like that.
Without lenses?
I have on contact lenses, see?
Oh, well, then why do you wear the...
So people won't think I'm vain.
You can ever be vain. You're much too refined and dignified for that.
Well, that's my library training.
Oh.
Believe me, it isn't always easy.
No.
Especially when you get some of those people in the library who are looking for a book and they can't remember the title or the author's name, and you go through shelf after shelf after book, and you want to say to them, drop dead! But you don't dare because it's a library.
Well, it must be very difficult to control yourself at times.
Yes. Well, I'm very dedicated.
Oh.
One time, I was way up high on a ladder putting a book back on a shelf. And somebody came along and took the ladder right out from under me and left me hanging. And do you know something?
What?
I waited until that library closed before I would yell, "Help!"
Why? Well, you certainly are dedicated.
I like to be considerate of other people.
Oh, well, that's good. That's just the kind of girl that I was hoping to have for a roommate, I can tell you.
Well, that's the kind of girl you got.
I'm so glad. Why don't we, You know, even though we just met, I have a feeling that just by little things that we're going to be very compatible.
Well, you know, the little things are important.
Yeah, you said it. Some things can really drive me batty.
Oh, I know what you mean. You know, one of the little things that drives me crazy at the library, it's when we get one of those loud finger wetters.
Loud finger wetters?
Yeah, you know the kind I mean.
Oh, yeah, I knew a girl like that in school, and we never knew whether she was going to read the book or eat it.
Oh, I'm so glad you have a sense of humor. I don't dare laugh down at at the library.
I can understand that. You know, I think I'll just clear this off a little bit and make us some coffee. Excuse me. Bless you. Bless you. I think I better close the window. Maybe you're catching cold.
Oh, no, it's all right. It's just an allergy.
Oh, what are you allergic to?
Well, we found out it's something in the air.
What?
Oxygen.
I better close the window.
Oh, no, leave it open. Harvey likes it open.
Who's Harvey?
My goldfish.
Will you have a goldfish?
Oh, I hope he's welcome here.
Oh, of course he is, of course. Well, actually, the manager doesn't allow pets, but as long as he's housebroken.
Oh, you have a wonderful sense of humor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll get the coffee.
All right, and I'll get Harvey. He doesn't like to be left out of things.
No, you bring him in.
Embarrassed.
Well, don't be embarrassed. I do it all the time. I'm going to have to put in a ski lift.
Harvey's going to love you.
Little baby. Oh, that's Harvey. Yeah, well, you better let me carry him. I wouldn't want any sight. Oh, I hope Harvey's all right.
Oh, he's fine. He likes to play rough.
Oh, good. Make him feel right at home. I'll get the coffee.
All right. I'll just put him on this table. Oh, this place is so nice. I know I'm going to love it here.
I'm glad.
Oh, is it all right if I hang something up?
You bet it is. This is your home, too, you know.
Thank you. Just put this right up here. Oh, that looks so much better. Don't you think so? Now, what else do you think we should do? Well, I know. We can put this nice chair right over here, like that. And then we can take this table with the flowers on it, and we can put that right over here and make that a nice, cozy little corner like that. And don't you think that looks better? Well, I think the room could be angled a little for more advantage. Now, let me see. We'll take this couch, and we can move that back here like that. Doesn't that look better? Yeah. And now we'll take this chair, and we can put that right back up. Oh, excuse me. Right here like that. And let's see, one more thing. Oh, yeah. We'll take Harvey, and we'll put him right over here.
What?
He likes to watch television. He's crazy about Flipper. Stay right there, sweetheart, while Mommy has her coffee. That table should be centered.
I came over to meet your new roomie. Where is she?
She's in taking a shower.
Oh, Lucy, you've rearranged your furniture.
Yeah, my new roomie rearranged my furniture.
I love it.
You?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, how about that? That's some more of her handiwork. Yes? No, that's all right. Come here. I'd like you to meet my girlfriend, Mary Jane. This is Carol Bradford, Mary Jane Lewis.
Carol. I found this ribbon on your dresser, and I wondered what it was for.
Oh, I've had that thing for years. I won 4th place in a contest.
Oh, what kind of contest?
A beauty contest. don't think I'm going to be able to take much of this.
Carol, are you all right?
I was vocalizing.
Vocalizing?
That's the way I vocalize. I sing in a choir.
Oh, she sings in a choir.
We meet every Saturday afternoon.
Oh, well, that must be very nice for you.
Yeah, it is. I don't have much of a social life. Well, I'm kind of shy around people, but somehow when I'm singing, I feel more at ease.
Oh.
Well, besides singing, what else do you do for amusement?
Oh, I read a lot.
Oh, well, don't you ever go out after work?
Oh, sure. Sometimes the girls and I go out after the library closes.
Oh, where do you go?
We know this after-hours library.
What's that?
Well, it's a research library near the university. It's open till 10 o'clock.
Well, I guess that must give you a chance to meet some of the boys from the university, huh?
No, I haven't met any boys.
You haven't? Why, I'll bet there are lots of boys that'd like to go out with you, Carol.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When I get nervous, I get the hiccup.
What are you nervous about?
I think it's a topic of our conversation.
Going out with boys makes you nervous?
No, not going out with them.
Gosh, I wish those fellows would get here. I like to have the party started before Carol gets home.
Don't worry, they'll come. They promised, Lucy.
There they are. Well, wonderful.
Well, this is a party, isn't it?
Oh, well, I'm so glad you got here. I was afraid you wouldn't show up.
Neither rain, nor sleet, nor snow could keep us from our appointed freeloading.
Here's a pizza and a bottle of Chianti.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Now, where's that swinging chick Mary Jane told us about?
Swinging chick?
Yeah, the doll that poses for all those bikini ads.
Oh, Mary Jane.
Well, you wanted them to show up, didn't you?
Oh, really? Look, fellas, Carol's not exactly a swinging chick. She's very nice, but she's rather shy and inhibited. And I just thought if I had a few people over, it might bring her out of her shell.
Oh, Mel can handle that. He's very good at getting girls out of things.
Once he got a girl out of Cincinnati.
Oh.
I did not. They're just putting me on because I happen to be kind of shy myself.
Oh, well, I'm sure you and Carol will get along just fine. Look, let's say we get the party started, huh? How about playing something?
Good. Okay.
I know you and Carol will get along fine. Fellas, just play anything. I want the party really swinging when Carol comes in.
Get over here, Alan.
Anything at all.
Of a party crasher.
Oh, no, you're not crashing. Come on, honey.
Lucy, I have this book I have to finish.
Oh, come on now. You're the guest of honor, Carol. Come on. Honey, I want you to meet the fellows. Fellas, this is Carol. Yeah, we thought we'd have a little get-together tonight, and these
They
fellas...
brought pizza and wine.
Yeah, help yourself, everybody.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, salute.
Salute. Aren't you going to have some, Carol?
No, thank you. I don't drink.
Oh, well, this is just wine. It goes with the pizza that the fellas brought. In Italy, they drink this just like water.
I'm a firm believer in drinking a lot of water.
Carol, this is Mel.
Hi, Carol. I'm Mel.
Carol works in a library.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, well, tell her what you do, Mel.
I don't work in a library.
It's very interesting.
Look, why don't you two go over there and talk a little while, and we'll get the stuff ready for the party, and you just enjoy yourself now.
Did you know that there are 6,950,000 books in the New York Public Library?
No.
Did you know that, contrary to popular belief, the first public library was not founded in Boston, Massachusetts, but in Peterborough, New Hampshire?
No.
Did you know? More than 42,000 library books are stolen annually.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's classified information and shouldn't be given out. I'm going to my room.
Don't go to your room, darling. Now stay here. Come on now, honey, and enjoy yourself. Now listen, stop. Just try to relax.
I can't
Don't be so self-conscious.
I'm so nervous when I get
honey.
around men, and you know what happens when I get nervous? I get the...
Carol, for heaven's sake, just try to relax. Listen, honey, you said sometimes when you sing, you feel more at ease.
That's true.
Yeah, well, then come on. Why don't you sing a song? Yeah. Yes, you can. Just pretend that you're singing with your choir.
Choir?
Yeah, come on, try it, honey. Come on. Come on. Fellas. Carol said that she likes to sing a song. She wants you to accompany her. Come on, Carol. Well, what do you want to sing, honey?
They wouldn't know anything I know.
Oh, don't you worry about that. You just start the melody and we'll jump in.
Sure.
Anything. Go ahead.
Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
Try a little more of that Italian water. Oh, please gather round me, brethren, and listen to this hymn about how evil battles virtue and the fight to sink or swim. There's a lost sheep that I know of, caught in Satan's web of sin, and I sing for the forgiveness of the evil plight she's in. They call her hard-hearted She's the girl who loves to see men suffer. I said, music does something to me.
Lucy, we got her out of her shell.
Yeah, way out.
The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball.
Boy, it's a good thing I know you're vocalizing, or I'd think you were calling for your mate.
I gotta sing tonight. I want my voice to be in shape.
I know.
Hey, Lucy, have I got everything?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Hey, Lucy, I
What?
can't get this shut.
Oh, here, let me help you. You just don't know how.
That's using your head. Oh, Lucy, I just can't believe it.
What?
Me! Last week, a librarian. This week, in show business. Going to Palm Springs. Me!
Well, if you find it so hard to believe, I got it right here in black and white. Listen to this. The Popular Vagabonds group has added Carol Bradford as their featured vocalist for their appearance at the Palm Springs Golf Classic. How about that? Oh, what's the matter?
You know, when I get nervous, I get the hiccup.
I know.
Oh, I wish you were going with me.
Oh, now, Carol, I'd love to, but I
Oh,
can't.
but if you were going with me, I wouldn't be so nervous. Oh, it's such a beautiful place, and you'd meet such a lot of people.
I know.
Oh, it'd be such fun.
I know, honey.
Hey, Lucy, you know some of the most eligible bachelors in the world play in that golf tournament.
Oh?
Hey, Lucy, all the members of the act get their room and board free.
So?
Well, we'll just say that you're one of us, and they won't know the difference.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Lucy, oh, please come with me.
Oh, honey, I can't. Besides, Mr. Mooney is bringing some work over here for me to do over the weekend. He'll be here any minute.
Hey, Lucy, why don't you pretend you're sick and then let him get somebody else to do the work?
Pretend I'm sick?
Yeah.
What would I say was wrong with me?
How about a sore throat or,
Oh,
a broken arm?
What? No. Oh, well. Come in.
Good morning, Miss Carmichael.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney. Forgive me for not going to the door, but I was just unable to climb those stairs.
Well, what's wrong?
I don't know. It just hit me all of a sudden. I just feel blah.
Oh, that's too bad. However, I firmly believe that if people get busy working, they get their minds off themselves and they feel much better.
But this poor girl has been very sick all day.
Oh?
Oh, Mr. Mooney, this is my roommate, Carol Bradford.
How do you do?
So you're that nice, sweet, considerate boss Lucy's always talking about.
Oh, she must be sick. Oh, this is very upsetting. This work is so important that maybe if I sent my doctor over to that...
Your doctor? Oh, no, Mr. Mooney. All she needs is complete rest over the weekend. She'll snap out of this. I don't think it's fatal.
Oh, I hope not. I hope you... Goodbye. Just in case it is fatal, would you try to find out where she keeps my stamps and petty cash?
Palm Springs, here we
come! Hey! Isn't this a life?
Oh, yeah, just great. Oh, and I think the rooms are beautiful.
Are they too much?
Oh, I love the colors.
Yeah. Why are you putting that up there?
It's closer to the sun.
That's a good idea. Hurry up.
That's good. What are you doing?
Well, I want to get some sun on my neck so I won't have a white blotch.
Oh, yeah. I always have trouble getting the inside of my arms tan.
Tough to get an even tan.
Sure is.
Pardon? I'm Mr. Haskell, the hotel manager.
Oh, how do you do?
I was just checking your accommodations. When I engaged this group, I was under the impression there was only one woman in the act.
Oh, well, no, there must be some mistake. Miss Carmichael here is a very important member of the group.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll look forward to seeing you perform. Good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon. Oh, Carol, I was afraid something like this was going to happen. When he finds out I don't work in the act, he'll throw me right out of here.
Now, don't you worry. We'll figure out some way to use you in the act.
What can I do?
Well, there must be something you can do.
Well, I can play Glow Little Glowworm on an E-flat alto sax. I learned it in the 8th grade.
No, somehow I don't think this is going to be a Glow Little Glowworm audience.
Oh, I better start packing.
Oh, no, Lucy, please stay with me. We'll figure out something.
But what?
You gotta stay, Lucy. I'm going to be so nervous.
I want to stay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're bringing you all the color preceding tomorrow's annual Palm Springs Golf Classic. And here to open the festivities, a great musical group, the Vagabonds, featuring Carol Bradford and Lucy Carmichael.
Along the beach at Waikiki, a fair white lady waiting for me. With the dark eyes and lovable charms, a very sweet of iron hospitality. A hooky-daka now, hooky-daka now. A hooky-daka now, hooky-dooky now. A hooky-daka now, hooky-dooky now. A hooky-daka now.
Honolulu. Beautiful Honolulu. Honolulu, located in the singular island of Oahu. Oahu spelled backwards is We're going to a hooky lounge, a hooky, 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 hooky lounge. Everybody loves the hooky lounge, where a lounge and a cowbell is a big luau.
We throw our nets right into the sea, and all the little fishes come swimming to me. Oh, we're going
to a hooky lounge.
A hooky, 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 hooky. Harabanana, 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 harabanana.
Anyway.
Didn't I tell you there'd be a lot of handsome men around here?
And didn't I listen? Oh, and look, they're putting the men's names up like bargains in the supermarket.
May I help you?
No, I was just browsing.
Lucy, look! Colin Grant's playing in the tournament.
Colin Grant, the millionaire sportsman?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, what a man. Not only rich, but so handsome, so adventurous.
Yeah, but you know what I like about him the most?
What?
He's so single.
I don't know how long that's gonna keep up, though, with the way the women keep throwing themselves at him.
Yeah, I don't know how women can do that. I could never run after a man. You know, I think that is probably the most foolish thing any woman has ever done. Carol,
I know.
Wonder if I could have my starting time. My name is Grant, Colin Grant.
Oh, yes, sir. 10:30 tomorrow morning.
You know, I think my browsing is over. Gee, I wonder how I could get to meet him.
You see, I know.
What do you mean?
I'll go over and ask him for his autograph, and then I'll bring you over.
You'll ask him for his autograph and then bring me over?
Yeah.
Okay. Carol.
Huh?
You won't forget to bring me over.
Hi.
Mr. Grant?
Yes.
Could I have your autograph?
Why, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Actually, it's not for me. It's for my girlfriend.
Oh?
Yes, she's just crazy about big game hunting and safaris and the jungle.
I'll tell him you were asking for it.
Oh, thank you. My girlfriend's going to be so thrilled with this.
Is that so? Why didn't she ask for my autograph herself?
Oh, well, to tell you the truth, she's very standoffish about men. She can't stand women who are always chasing after men.
Well, that's refreshing. Where is this standoffish friend of yours?
Right over there.
Oh. Little lady didn't want to meet me, huh?
Afraid not.
Well, can't win them all.
But I'll see if I can get her over here. Lucy, he wants to meet you. No, Lucy, play it cool. Act very standoffish.
Standoffish?
Yeah, like you don't care. Come on. Miss Carmichael, may I present Mr. Grant?
How do you do?
How do you do?
Lucy was quite interested in that safari film you showed on TV the other night.
Oh, is that so? Have you ever done any big game hunting?
Oh, I'll say she has. Last winter, she needed a new rug for her ski lodge, and do you know what she did?
What?
She took a little old rifle and went out hunting for a grizzly.
A grizzly bear?
Yes, back in Wyoming.
Oh, yes, that's where I have my skiing lodge.
Yeah. This grizzly was so big that all the hunters called him Old Goliath.
Old Goliath.
You finally bagged him, huh?
Yes. Today, Old Goliath is known as Old Wall to Wall.
Doesn't she have a terrific sense of humor?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, she's quite a gal.
Thank you.
Say, I hadn't planned on going to this dinner dance they're having here tonight, but I was just wondering. Perhaps you'd like to be my dinner date tonight.
Oh, I really have been swamped with invitations, but I'd be glad to put your name on the list.
Well, I don't want to intrude.
On the top of the list.
Well, fine. I'll see you tonight.
Yes. About what time?
Well, how about...
Want to make it as early as possible?
How about 8-ish?
Oh, how about 1/2-past-ish?
Well, that's okay with me. If you'll excuse me, girls, I want to get out on the practice team.
Oh, yes.
See you later.
Okay. Oh, isn't he something? Oh, what a beautiful day I'm having.
And what a beautiful night you're gonna have.
Imagine me dating Colin Grant.
Oh.
Carol, look.
Oh, no. Are you sure that's your Mr. Mooney?
What? I know it's my Mr. Mooney.
Mrs. Carmichael, I thought you were sick.
You should have seen me when your name went up.
What are you doing here?
Well, Mr. Mooney, it's all my fault. I forced her to come down here to bake out her virus.
Yeah, you want a nice, healthy girl showing up for work Monday morning, don't you?
Yes, so I'll call the employment agency and have them send me one.
Oh, now, Mr. Mooney, you wouldn't fire a girl just because she got well, would you?
Well, now that you're well, go back to town and get to work.
But I can't leave, Mr. Mooney.
Why not?
Because tonight's one of the most important nights of my whole life. Colin Grant, the famous sportsman, has asked me to go to the dinner dance with him.
Colin Grant?
Yes.
You have a date with Colin Grant?
Haven't I?
Yes.
Why, he's my partner in the tournament.
I know. Yeah. A man like that doesn't like to be stood up, Mr. Mooney.
No, if she stood him up, why, it might throw him right off his game tomorrow.
That's right.
Oh, I wouldn't want that to happen.
Well, if I stood him up, he wouldn't be himself at all. You know, he'd be nothing but a big, broken-hearted slob.
And it's hard for a big, broken-hearted slob to putt when he has tears in his eyes.
Yeah. Well, you keep that date. And for once in your life, be on time.
Yes, sir.
And you see to it that he enjoys himself this evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How do I look?
You look lovely.
Thank you.
Lucy, there you are.
Oh, hello. Well, you two have fun. I'll see you later.
Oh, no, wait a minute, Carol. Girls, I hope you don't mind if we make it a foursome tonight.
Oh.
Yes, I've asked a friend of mine to join us for dinner, if you don't mind.
Oh, fine.
Hey, partner. Yes, Mr. Grant. Let's not be formal about that, Mr. Grant. Ted, I want you to meet Lucy and Carol.
We've already met.
Yes. We're old friends, aren't we, Teddy?
Well, isn't that nice, Ted? Why don't you take Carol and sit? This is our table right here. You look lovely, Lucy.
Well, thank you.
Showtime, folks.
Oh, showtime. That means us. I'm afraid we'll have to be excused for a few moments.
Well, I didn't know you were an entertainer.
Neither did I.
Lucy does this as a hobby.
Yes. I donate all my salary to the Society for Underprivileged Secretaries.
And now we proudly present The Vagabonds, featuring Carol Bradford and Lucy Carmichael.
That lazy river by the old mill run. That lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. It lingers in the shade of a kind old tree.
Throw away your troubles, dream a dream of me.
Where the robin song meets a bright new morning, we can low for long. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Happy we can be up a lazy river with me.
There are rivers and rivers. But there's one thing about every river. They're all wet. Remember, the biggest river that ever floated a ship started out in life as just a little drip. A river helps you wash your clothes and also your dishes. A river is home to people, especially little fishes. The Mississippi River flows from north to south, and at the end it stops and says, well, shut my mouth. Now, this lazy river does nothing from dusk to dawn. Why, it's so lazy the fishes would rather yawn than spawn.
Up a lazy river where the old mill runs. That lazy, lazy river in the noonday sun. Lingers in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Up a lazy river where the robin song awaits a bright new morning we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone belongs. Up a lazy river, how happy you can be. Up a lazy river with me. Muddy, muddy river, stay away from my door. We don't want you hanging around here anymore. Lingers in the shade of a kind old tree. Throw away your troubles, dream a dream with me. Hey, up a lazy river where the robin song awaits the bright new morning we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone sing along. Up a lazy river.
The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball.
Hi, Lucy. You ready to go home?
Hi, no, I'll be with you in a minute. I gotta make sure that all this stuff is exactly where it belongs tonight.
Well, can't you do that tomorrow morning?
No, I have to do it tonight. I won't have time in the morning.
Why?
Because everybody has strict orders to be at the bank an hour early tomorrow to meet the efficiency expert who is being sent over to check on how Mr. Mooney is running the bank.
Efficiency expert. Is Mr. Mooney worried?
Is he? I haven't seen him so scared since his wife started taking karate lessons.
Now, Mr. Caston, the efficiency expert, has made drastic personnel changes at other branches of this bank because they were not run properly. However, Mr. Caston will find no fault at my bank because it is run competently by conscientious workers, with one possible exception.
Why are you late, Mr. Smith? All right, answer me. Why are you late?
Well, I
That's the same excuse you gave me the last time.
Well, Mr. Mooney, I'm not late. The bank isn't even open yet.
I specifically requested everyone to be here 1 hour early this morning, and everyone was here 1 hour early except you, and you are 10 minutes late.
Well, that's an improvement. I'm usually 15 minutes late.
You see? You can't even be late on time. Never mind, there's no time for excuses.
All right, everybody, up on your toes.
All right, now get this. The name is Caston. Oliver Caston, okay for short.
Good morning, Mr. Caston. I am Theodore J. Mooney, the manager of the bank.
Well, ding, 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 ring out the news. Why is everybody standing around? This is a bank, not a morgue. Now stop standing around like a bunch of stiffs. Tellers, get behind your cages. Bookkeepers, back to your books. And filing clerks, back to your files. Back to work, 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 work. Move around. No smoking on the job. What's a bounce? Either shape up or ship out. Get back to work. Work, 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 work.
Mr. Caston, sir, you've made a terrible mistake.
I don't make mistakes. I correct them.
But, sir, Mr. Grantham doesn't work here. He is a prospective and important client.
How are you? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Sorry about that cigar. Just a little jar for you. Yeah, take this one. There's a cigar in the fall. Do you like sloppiness? Pick it up! I'm another! Move it! Pick it up! Sorry about that. What is he standing there without a light? Light, 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 light!
Yes, the light.
Is it too important for you to get out a light? A light, light. But wait a minute. Oh, this is a good girl. Nice to see somebody around here who is efficient. Efficiency is the lifeblood of this business, and this girl is efficient.
Oh, cheers! I don't want any screaming. Don't suck your thumb. It's a dead giveaway.
Oh, I like your style, Red. You've got a good career around here.
Mark my words, Mooney, this girl is going places.
Yes, and I'd like to tell her where. Mr. Caston, sir. Mr. Caston...
just call me okay.
Okay. I mean, if would you excuse me, sir, Mr. Granson and I have some important business to discuss.
Is that so? What are we hanging around here for?
Move it! Go!
Mr. Granson, go.
All of you, Red.
Me?
You, where do you think you're going?
With Mr. Mooney.
Yeah, she's my secretary.
Oh, you sly dog, you.
Why, I don't want to
No, that'll come later. Never mind, we've got work to do. You go. Go. Hey, Red.
Yes, sir.
You come with me. Come.
Yes.
Now, what? Don't crowd me, will you, kid? I got work to do.
I didn't mean to.
It's quiet right here.
File this in the vault.
By the way, sir, my name is Lucille Carmichael.
Lucille Carmichael?
Yes,
That's the name? Carmichael. Let me see. Carmichael, that's 3 syllables. Lucille, 2 syllables. Together, that's 5 syllables. In an average day, I'll have to address you 41 times. That's a total of 205 syllables. Too long. I'll just call you Red.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's get cracking. Show me about the bank. There's work to be done. Come with me. Come.
Yes.
Why did you want to? Why do you insist on crowding me?
I didn't mean. I'm sorry,
Crowding
sir.
me is just a waste of time.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Don't you ever waste any time at all, sir?
Can't afford to. You see, I have 12 children to support.
Well, children. How long you been married?
12 years. That's sufficiency. Come.
Well, Mr. Mooney, I think the terms and conditions of this agreement are more than fair.
Well, thank you. Our bank is most anxious to have the Granson Toy Company as a member of our happy family.
Well, now, if my board of directors agree with the terms of this loan, I think I can assure you of the Grantland Toy Company account.
Oh, good.
You'll be seeing me very shortly.
Well, you're fine, sir, fine. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mooney.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
No, Mooney, you rascal, you've done it again.
Mr. Caston is not going to like you wasting time dancing.
Oh, has he finished his tour of the bank yet?
Yes, and you know something? He is a very amazing man. He keeps going like perpetual motion. Go, work, quick. I wonder what makes him repeat everything.
I think his mother was frightened by a bunch of radishes. Now, look, has he suggested any changes for the bank?
Not yet, but I'm sure he's going to. Yeah, he's been walking around looking at everything, shaking his head, and making little notes in a black notebook.
Oh. Well, I'm going to make sure that he finds nothing wrong in here. That's all right. The filing cabinet. Good. Plants over there. Aha!
What?
I found something.
What?
The wall heater. It's in a direct line with the water cooler.
So?
Well, that isn't efficient. You see, the water isn't as cool as it should be because of its contact with the hot air.
Say, it's pretty good thinking. I think you're an expert on hot air.
What? I know what you mean. I better move this thing. Where can I put? Yes, this will be it. Put this right here, I think. Over here. There. Put the chair back. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's better.
I think so, too.
Yes, well, I hope our Mr. Efficiency expert approves of this.
Mr. Mooney, are you afraid of him?
Afraid of him? Certainly not. I don't particularly like him. He reminds me of my wife.
Is she efficient, too?
No, she's bald. Well, let's get to work. Say, how many letters do I have to send out this morning?
All right, let's see. What have we got here? 1 office, 1 executive, 1 secretary. Good.
Yes. You'll find nothing wrong in here, sir.
Everything looks fine, except... What is this water cooler doing over here? Thought I wouldn't notice it, huh? It should be over there.
That's where it used to be.
Who's the idiot who moved it?
She is.
Well, I had a perfectly good reason.
Don't sputter. If the water cooler is by the door, every time the door opens and closes, there will be an influx of air. The draft will change the temperature in the water, and you're not thinking, Mooney.
No, you're not thinking, Mooney.
Well, I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, well, don't be. Gee whiz, I know that, baby. Relax. As a matter of fact, at the main office, we all think you're very good. Good.
Oh.
We even have a little reward for you.
Oh, what's that, sir?
The key to the executive washroom.
Oh, thank you.
I knew you'd like it. And one other thing, Mrs. Mooney, I'm going to take your secretary away from you.
Oh, you don't have to do that, sir. No, sir. You have done enough for me already. Well, what time do you want her to report to your office?
She's already in my office.
No, sir. This is my office.
Not is. Was.
Well, if you use this, what am I going to use for an office?
I just gave you the key. All right, Red, I want you to keep a careful record of any messages I might get. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to lunch. I'll be back in precisely 7 minutes.
Yes, sir.
This water cooler, I wanted it moved. It's still here. When I give an order, I want it obeyed. When I want it moved, I want it to move. Move. All the time, move when I say it. Hold it. No free blotters. Stop that, lady.
He reminds me of a sergeant I once knew. Better move this thing, I suppose.
Well, I'll help you.
Haven't you helped me enough already, you Benedict Arnold, you?
Oh,
well, I
Mr.
was just
Mooney,
trying to do...
I didn't
You
mean
don't have to
anything
do
by
things
that,
like
for
that.
heaven's
I am glad to say I've only been here 2 days, and already you're beginning to shape up.
Beginning to shape up.
But there's still plenty of room for improvement.
Room for improvement.
Mooney, there's a spot on your tie. May I say that? Sloppy.
Mooney, sloppy.
I know that some of you resent my making you coming in earlier than usual, but remember, time is money.
Yeah, the early bird catches the worm.
A penny earned is a penny saved.
A stitch in time saves 9.
Never put off for tomorrow what you can do today.
Birds of a feather gather no moss.
He who hasn't... Birds of a feather gather no moss? I mean, what is that?
That's efficiency.
Oh.
I put 2 proverbs together, sir. You see, birds use moss to build their nests. People deposit money in banks to feather their nests. So it's a good slogan for a bank. Birds of a feather gather no moss.
By George, I think she's got it.
I can see that.
Now, you can all learn from her. In only 2 days, she's absorbed my methods of management. I'm going to my office to rewrite my report. Take over, Red.
Yes, sir.
I'll take that.
Right, Chief.
And watch everything. Keep it going right.
Right.
Hold that! No free blotters. Watch that.
All right, now, hear this. Things are going to be different around here. There'll be no more goofing off. When I give an order, I expect you to jump. Jump. Do you hear me? We're going to work as a team. We're going to put our best foot forward. Our noses to the wheel and our shoulders to the grindstone. All right, everyone, to your post. Go.
May I speak to you, Mrs. Carmichael?
All right, what is it, TM?
Well, Mrs. Carmichael, in all the years of our association, I could never get you to do even your own work, let alone extra jobs, but in just 2 short days, Mr. Caston has turned you into a human dynamo. Why?
Well, because, TM, Mr. Caston has taught me the meaning of efficiency. He gave me ambition. He gave me my get up and go. Mr. Caston has taught me the power of positive thinking. I can be anything I want to be. Success goes to the worker, not the shirker. Do you remember the story of the grasshopper and the ant?
The grasshopper and the ant? I've been so busy, I've forgotten about the birds and the bees.
Get to your job, TM. Go. All right, open up. Here we go. On your toes, everybody. Good morning. Glad to see you. Good morning. Glad to see you. Oh, hi, Mary Jane.
Lucy, are you all right?
Sure, why?
Well, you were gone when I stopped by your apartment for breakfast this morning.
That's right. I left at 6:30. You know, the early bird catches the worm.
What worm? All I wanted was toast and coffee. Lucy, you know, something's happening. You're so different.
I've turned over a new leaf, Mary Jane. I've learned in order to get anywhere today, you got to move, move, move. By the way, I'm going to have to call off our bowling date tonight. I'm working late.
Oh, well, can we go tomorrow night?
Sorry, I'm working late tomorrow night, too.
Gee, Lucy, I never get to see you anymore. How about lunch today?
Okay.
Oh, I'll pick you up at 12.
But I have to be back by 12:14.
14 minutes for lunch?
That's right. I'm entitled to 16 minutes. But yesterday I took 18, so now I owe them 2.
Lucy, you better stop washing your hair with that soft water. It's seeping into your brain.
Red, how's everything going?
Oh, fine, sir. I'd like you to meet my friend Mary Jane, Mr. Caston.
Well, I'm glad to see you, glad to see you. I want to tell you, you're lucky to have a girlfriend like her. She knows her way around the business world. She has a bright future.
Thank you.
She's going to get ahead.
I hope so. She needs one.
Friend?
Mr. Caston, sir, I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that Mr. Grantland called. The Grantland Toy Company is transferring all of its business to our bank.
Well, good.
Yes, furthermore, they are going to borrow $1 million.
Bad.
What do you mean bad?
How do we know they'll be able to repay their loan?
Oh, they're in very good financial condition.
Then how come they have to borrow money?
Good. How come they have to borrow money? Good thinking, Red. How about that?
But they're a very good risk. I've seen their financial statements.
What? Did you see their factory?
Yeah.
How do we know they're running their company efficiently?
Yeah, how do you know that? If you didn't see the factory, how do you know that they are running anything efficiently?
Will you hold
How
it?
could you...
Will you hold it? I say a few things once in a while, too. Now, before we lend them money, we're going to run an efficiency check on their factory. Come with me, Red. Come.
Right. Try not to make any more mistakes while I'm gone.
And this is the department that we're very, very proud of. We've combined our shipping department with our hobby horse assembly line. Hobby horses are a big profit item with us.
Got that, Red?
Hobby horses, big profit.
You might say this is the only business in the world that you can make money horsing around.
Ordering 1 dump truck.
What was that voice?
Okay, in addition to assembling the hobby horses, we send the other toys into the shipping department when they're ordered.
Aha. What's this? Where? Where are they going? Where?
They're taking a 15-minute coffee break, and they deserve it.
What a way to run a business. Mr. Grantland, you must be off your rocker.
Grantland off his rocker.
Well, what do you mean?
Coffee breaks, 4 girls to handle a line like that. 2 of them can handle it, but even one.
Even one.
Well, Mr. Caston, if you can show me a way to run this operation more efficiently, I'd appreciate it.
Your worries are over, baby. Get behind that assembly line, Red.
Get behind... Me?
Now, just get into this and get in there.
Well,
Do as I say. Get in there. We'll show them how efficiency is run.
Yes, sir, I am, sir.
You have no fear.
You're wanted in your office.
Oh, will you excuse me? I'm needed in my office.
Have no fear. Caston is here. Just a minute. Mr. Grant, will you have him turn on that conveyor belt? Turn it on again, will you? By the time you get back, we'll be running this thing smoothly. Show you what efficiency really is.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Grant. Go ahead, Red. You're on your own. Make me look good.
Yes, sir.
You can handle it, baby.
Yes, sir.
Just don't panic.
No, sir.
They make a big deal out of it. They put 4 broads on here. They need 1.
Yes, sir.
Good work. Good. Look at this. Perfect, baby. You're going to make me look good. You're doing fine.
Yeah, it's not hard, sir.
No, you got it perfect.
They went that way.
Fun with the work. That's the way to do it. Look how efficient you're moving.
Oh, here comes another one.
And you'll handle it beautifully. Atta girl. You're doing fine. I could teach you brain surgery in a week. You're beautiful, baby.
Thank you, sir.
I think this will make a good investment for the bank.
Good. I hope so, sir.
Doing very well, baby.
You certainly have bright ideas, sir.
Well, I got a bright girl. I get a bright idea. You're doing fine.
You. Oh, here comes another one.
Good girl. Right the first time. How do you like it?
1 fire truck.
Fire truck?
You want the fire truck?
Where's the fire truck?
Oh, here's one right here.
Good girl. Put it on the assembly line.
Beautiful fire truck.
You're doing great. That's it.
Ordering 2 mama dolls.
Now, what's a mama doll, honey?
Well, it's a doll that says Mama.
Well, find it. Where's the mama doll?
Here they are.
Good
Mama
girl.
dolls.
Doing
Mama
fine.
dolls. Mama I'm a doll.
You have 4 girls. You're doing it all by yourself.
Wait a minute.
Tail.
Yes.
Tail.
Yes.
Very good. Head.
Ordering
No, that's a
one
tail.
Jack in the Box.
Yes.
What did he order?
Yes, sir.
He ordered something.
What'd he say?
He wanted something.
What?
What did he want?
What'd he say?
Ordering one Jack in the Box.
A jack in the
Jack in the box?
There it is.
Oh. You got Jack in the box?
Don't open it, some stink. Don't.
Yes, sir.
Ordering 2 teddy bears.
2 teddy bears.
Yes, sir.
There's the teddy bears.
There they
Good
are.
girl.
Yes, sir.
Doing fine,
They
Ray.
got 1 red teddy bear, 1 yellow.
Now you're on your own, kid.
Figure this one out by yourself. That's too much for me.
Good girl, good.
Put the tail in. Don't forget the tail.
That's very good. You're doing
Ordering 6 yellow hound dogs.
6 yellow hound dogs. Where are the hound dogs, honey?
Well, they're
hound dogs.
they're up there
ordering
someplace.
6. They're hound dogs. Where are the hound dogs?
These are yellow.
Well, get them if you can get them.
Good morning, Mr. Carmichael.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Any messages?
No, sir, but I have the morning mail.
Oh,
Here you are.
thank you very much.
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Is there something else?
Well, yes, sir. I just want to tell you how happy I am to be working with you again.
Well, thank you. It is nice to have the bank back to normal.
Yes, Mr. Caston may have been efficient, but he certainly made everybody a nervous wreck.
Oh, he did indeed.
Oh, by the way, sir.
Yes?
This top letter is from Mr. Cheever, and you have to initial it and send it to the main office as soon as possible.
Thank you very much. I'll do that. There we are.
Would you like me to deliver it for you, sir?
No need for you to bother. I'll have the messenger take it over. Boy!
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. What is it, sir?
Take this to Mr. Cheever's office. They want it as quickly as possible.
Don't you worry, sir. I'll hurry. I'll go as fast as I can. I'll just run.
Go! Run! Quick!
A Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball.
Lucy, is Chris out of the bathroom yet? No. I want to get dressed. I've got to take a shower. Do you think she's ever coming out of there?
Well, I certainly hope so, because I have to wash off this beauty mask before it gets hard.
Oh, yeah. Chris is always monopolizing the bathroom. What takes her so long in there?
Oh, you know how teenagers are. If they're not washing their hair, they're rolling it up or taking it down or trying out a new style.
Yeah.
Or brushing it or spraying it or washing out the spray.
Yeah.
Or rolling it up again.
You think she'd come out of there once in a while just to give her roots a rest?
Well, one good thing, while she's in the bathroom, at least she's not tying up the phone.
Oh, can you imagine what would happen if we had a telephone in there?
Good heavens. I wouldn't see Chris until she was old enough to vote.
Chris!
Oh. I better get out in the kitchen and wash this off.
Yeah. Chris, are you ever coming out of there?
Well, what are you two doing?
Is that you, Aunt Lucy?
Yes, it's me, Aunt Lucy. This is a facial mask I'm wearing to make me look pretty.
Gee, Mom, I thought you looked prettier without it.
Well, thank you, honey. What's come over you two, washing in the middle of the day?
We're going to the Y.
So?
They frown on filth.
Well, I see somebody beat you to the annex.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Lucy, do you think it'd do any good if I called Chris's boyfriend and had him call her? And while they're talking on the telephone, I could rush into the bathroom and stake out a claim in the name of the great unwashed?
No, I'm afraid not.
Mom, we're going to the Y to play basketball.
Okay, darling.
Okay, Jerry, here you are. Now remember, be sure and take a shower before you come home.
Do we have to?
Yes, you have to. We too frown on filth.
But take a shower for me.
You know, Viv, one bathroom is just not enough for 5 people.
Of course it isn't. It never has been.
I'm just going to have to install a second bathroom.
Oh, now, Lucy, we've been over all of that before. You just can't afford it.
Well, there's just one thing that we're going to have to do. You and the boys and I are going to have to come out every morning, jump in the car, put the top down, ride into Danfield, and go through the car wash.
That's a thought.
Hey, you know, I could just put in a shower instead of a whole bathroom. That way it wouldn't cost so much.
Yeah, but Paisley, the plumber, would still charge you plenty for the labor.
Well, I'm going to call him. Maybe he's having a sale.
Maybe so.
You know, we wouldn't even have to tear down a wall. We could put the shower in that closet in the boys' room.
Hey, you better wash off that facial mask.
Why?
Because in just a few minutes, you're going to be ready for Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Now, don't use all the hot water.
No, I won't. What? That much to install a shower? Mr. Paisley, if you don't lower your prices, you're liable to bring on socialized plumbing. Well, good day to you too, Mr. Paisley.
What'd he say?
Just what you said he would say. Boy, these prices. Apparently, the only way to get clean is to be filthy rich. Hey, you know, if I bought the equipment and had a friend install the shower, it wouldn't cost half as much.
If the friend you have in mind is who I think it is, that friend thinks you're out of your mind.
Viv, I wouldn't ask you to do a thing like that.
Thanks.
You don't know anything about plumbing.
Who did you have in mind?
Good old Harry next door.
Oh, now, Lucy, we can't ask Harry to do anything else for us. We're always imposing on him.
That's not imposing. Harry enjoys doing things for us. It feeds his ego.
It seems to me that by now his ego would be as fat as a horse.
Well,
where are you going?
Over to Harry's. The sooner he starts on the shower, the sooner we'll have it. Oh, Harry, hi. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You just dented my bumper a little. Where are you going in such a rush?
I was going over to see you.
Forget it. I'm not there.
That's funny. You're funny, Harry.
What did you want to see me about?
Oh, well, what'd you come over here for?
To invite you lovely girls to lunch.
Oh, great. Come on, Lucy, let's get dressed.
No, we can't go.
Why not?
Well, don't you remember, Viv? I was going over to Harry's. Don't you remember? I was going to invite him over here for lunch.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was. She was. That's right.
Now, you just sit down, Harry, relax, get nice and comfy, and I'm going to make you your favorite dish, Eggs Benedict.
Hold it. All right, Lucy, what do you want me to do?
Whatever do you mean?
I have learned from bitter experience that any time you offer me anything more than a peanut butter sandwich, you have something you either want repaired, shoveled, lifted, or taken out of a trap and buried.
Well, that just shows you how wrong you can be, Harry.
Oh, Harry, you have such a suspicious nature.
You mean you just want me to have lunch? I don't have to do anything?
Not a thing.
Oh, well, thanks.
Unless, of course, you'd like to show your appreciation by installing an extra shower for me.
I knew it. Install a shower. That's a big job.
Well, Harry, I don't mean for you to do it now while I'm fixing your lunch. I mean, do it next weekend.
Couldn't I just have a peanut butter sandwich?
Harry, it's a snap.
Come on, Lucy. I'm no plumbing expert.
Oh, you're so modest. You know, you're a whiz at fixing stopped-up sinks.
Well, that's a lot different than installing a whole shower. I can't do that by myself.
Oh, well, you'll have help.
Yeah, who?
Well, come in.
Hi, Tootsie.
Hi, Eddie.
Eddie.
Hi, Lucy.
Hey, we were just talking about you.
You were?
Yeah. How would you like some Eggs Benedict?
Yeah. How would you like some Eggs Benedict?
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Just marvelous.
I'm coming.
Hi, Harry.
Hi, Ed.
Want you to meet Joe Melvin. This is Harry Connors.
How are you?
Hello,
Nice
Joe.
to see you.
Boy, am I glad to see you. I just discovered I don't know a snake from a plumber's friend.
Wait a minute. Hey, where are the girls?
They're out shopping. Why?
My boy, how would you like to get out of this whole ugly mess?
Great, but how?
I've got a plan. You see, Joe here is a plumber from Ridgebury. Buddy! Now, would you be willing to put out a little money to get out of installing that shower?
Is it under $1 million?
I'll give you my rock bottom price.
You got a deal.
All right, my boy, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to tell the girls that Joe here is an old friend of ours who'll do the job for nothing. Then we split the bill, take the weekend off, and the girls don't know the difference. Is that good?
Good. It's inspired.
Do you mind if I ask a question?
No, go ahead.
Why don't you just tell the two ladies the truth?
Because they'd never go for it.
Now, they don't mind us giving up our weekends or breaking our back, but they never allow us to pay you.
After all, they've got their pride.
Oh. Well, look, I better get to work. You guys started paying me the minute I walked through that door.
I'll show you where the shower goes.
Yeah.
It's in the closet in the boys' room.
Now, Harry, remember, we tell the girls that we meant to do the job with Joe. But suddenly you have to take a flight to Honolulu, and I've got a client in town from L.A. And then we stay out of their way for the entire weekend. You got it?
I gotta hand it to you, Eddie. I always knew you were clever, but you turned out to be positively crafty.
Don't worry, boy. Don't
Well, how's it going, Joe?
Oh, it ought to be finished in an hour or two.
Good. Gee, you must be a good friend of Eddie and Harry's to let them take advantage of you like this.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure.
Do you know how much a real plumber would charge for this?
How much?
Oh, I'd hate to tell you. You know what robbers they all are.
Now, just a minute. Some of my best friends are plumbers.
Oh, well, of course there are good ones and bad ones.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living, Joe?
Well, Well, what do you think I do?
Well, from the looks of your sensitive hands, I'd say you were a doctor.
You guessed it.
I can always tell.
Yeah.
Mom, can we watch Joe?
Well, you can if you don't bother the man.
We won't.
All right, sit down there and be quiet now. He's very, very busy, so be quiet.
Well, there it is, Jerry. A shower right in our room. We won't have any excuse for not washing again.
That's one of the most depressing sights I have ever seen. Hey, Joe, where's the bathtub?
Well, this is a stall shower. There's no tub.
This is different from our other shower.
Then I can get out of using this one on a technicality.
How come?
There's no place to set my boat.
Joe, where does the water go out?
Oh, right there.
How come it's covered up?
Well, you see, this is a test plug. It has to stay screwed on over the drain until the inspector okays it.
Oh.
What's an inspector?
Now, I told you not to bother the man. Come on, downstairs. Why don't you go out and play or something? Well, how's it going, Joe?
Well, it would go a lot faster if you wouldn't keep coming in here every few minutes asking, how's it going, Joe?
Yeah, I suppose so. Joe, isn't that shower head a little low?
It's the standard height.
Well, it looks a little low to my eye. I think it should be about 5 inches higher.
Look, it's too late to do anything about it now. It's already in.
Yeah, and the way it's in, Joe. That's a pretty sloppy caulking job.
I'm not finished with it yet.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't complain. After all, you are an amateur. Oh, nothing personal, Joe. Say, should you be using that wrench on that?
Just what do you suggest I use?
Well, I think you should use that doohickey right there. You're liable to mar that hardware with that wrench.
How would you like to do this yourself?
Well, now, let's not get huffy.
I'm not getting huffy.
Well, now, for a doctor, you have very nasty bedside manners.
What would you say if I told you I was a plumber?
Well, if you are, you could fool the panel on What's My Line.
Well, it just so happens I am a plumber.
You are not. You're a doctor friend of Eddie's and Harry.
I never saw them before in my life. And the only operation I ever performed was removing a spoon from a garbage disposal.
If you're not a friend, why are you doing this?
Because they're paying me.
They're paying you? Where are you going?
I'm quitting.
If they're paying you, you can't quit.
Lady, there isn't enough money in the world to get me to finish this job. Here.
Wait a minute. What do you want me to do with this?
Finish it yourself with a doohickey.
What's he mumbling about?
He just walked out on the job.
Well, that's a fine thing for a friend of Eddie and Harry's to do.
Friend. He isn't even a doctor.
Who isn't even a friend or a doctor?
I'll bet he isn't even a plumber.
Who isn't even a friend or a doctor or a plumber?
Oh, wait till I get my hands on those 2 sneaks.
What 2 sneaks? Lucy, will you please tell me what you're talking about?
I'll tell you later, while we're finishing the shower.
Wait a minute. What do you mean while we are finishing the shower?
Oh, it won't be hard. Well, there's nothing much to do but hang the door and put in the faucet handles. He was almost finished.
Who was almost finished? The friend, the doctor, the plumber, or one of the 2 sneaks?
Go get on your working clothes and I'll tell you.
Now, Lucy, I've helped you do a lot of things, but I draw the line at plumbing.
Now, Viv, do you want to hear the story about the friend, the doctor, the plumber, and the 2 sneaks, or don't you?
Oh, the things I do to bring a little drama into my life.
Dress and hurry back. There. Now, that wasn't bad, was it?
No, as a matter of fact, that was pretty simple.
You know, I don't know why those 2 sneaks didn't do this themselves instead of throwing all that money away on that plumber.
Well, I don't know why they didn't do it either, but I don't know why you're so mad at them for being willing to pay for it. We're willing to have them do it for free.
Well, that's different. One's charity and one's friendship. Besides, do you realize if they hadn't spent all that money on Joe, they could have spent it on us?
You're right. They are a couple of sneaks.
Hey, you get out and turn on the water main. We'll see how this works, huh?
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. You better take this. I think it's going to be a little hard to turn.
Whoa, okay.
Hurry up now.
Are you sure you used the right washer?
Washer?
Yeah, those little round things.
So that's what they were. Here, come on in here and help me turn off this water.
Okay, what'll I do?
Well, come on in here. Get a hold of this one over here.
Turn it off?
Yeah, well,
we can't turn it off.
Well, tighten them up. Tighten them up.
Okay, let's go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, gee. Come on, then. dear. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, Lucy, you're great. You're great.
Oh, boy, where's Lloyd Bridges when you need him?
Come on. Get the cover.
Yeah.
Get the cover. Ready? Go. Hang on, Lucy. Hang on. There you go. Are you getting it, Lucy? Oh, Lucy, we're safe. We're safe.
Want a cup of coffee, Viv?
In a minute. Lucy, what kind of a house is this?
An hour ago, we were awash. Now I want a drink of water and have tried every faucet in the place. Well, I forgot to tell you, the plumber had to turn the water off while he's fixing the broken handle on the water main. Oh, swell. How can you even talk about a drink of water after all we swallowed in that shower?
Well, I can't help it. Apparently, drinking water makes me thirsty.
I'm so sick of that shower, I may never wash again. I may have to learn to lick my paws like a cat.
What plumber did you get, Paisley?
No, Joe.
Joe! How did you ever get him to come back after all he said?
It took all my diplomacy, all my tact, and all my spending money for the next 6 months.
I'd feel sorry for you if I weren't so waterlogged.
I guess I shouldn't complain. You know, all that water could have seeped through the plaster, and I would really have had some expense. So actually, I came out ahead.
Lucy, I want to tell you something. This is absolutely the last time I slip into my coveralls to be an apprentice on one of your dreadful little projects.
Oh, now these are things we're going to look back on and laugh at one day when we're old and gray.
And from the way things are going, that may be next week.
Well, you'll have to... Oh, too soon. I'll bet we're going to have to plaster the whole ceiling.
Wait! Lucy, absolutely not. No.
Now, Viv, listen. You have never learned how to plaster, and it's all you need to round you out, and you'll be a perfect Mrs. Fix-It.
The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball.
Aunt Viv! Aunt Viv!
What?
How come you're practicing?
Oh, our Ladies Volunteer Fire Department Quartet is going to rehearse here tonight. We just organized it. We're calling ourselves the 4 Alarms. You know, 4-alarm fire. Get it?
Oh, that's a cute name.
We think so. And at our age, we could hardly call ourselves the 4 Freshmen.
Aunt Viv! How long do you think you'll be rehearsing?
Oh, all evening. We're going to go up to Albany next week. We're going to enter the annual Ladies Barbershop Quartet contest.
Oh, well, if you're going to sing here, I'd better go over to Cynthia's to do my homework.
Hey, wait a minute. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean if there are going to be 3 more people who sing like you. Oh, I'd better help Mom with the dishes. Mom.
Yeah, dear.
I think I'd better go over to Cynthia's to do my homework.
Okay, but why?
Well, I don't think I can concentrate with your quartet practicing here all evening.
Well, that's not my stale quartet. I'm not even in it.
You're not? How
No.
come?
They had the nerve to tell me that I don't know how to sing.
Oh, I think you have a lovely voice.
Well, thank you, dear, but apparently I have a voice only a daughter can love.
But you sound great in the shower.
Well, I mentioned that, but they said when the water's not running, my voice leaves a lot to be desired.
Well, I'll bet you sing as good as the rest of them.
Well, naturally, they've had a lot more experience, you know. Dorothy and Grace sing in the church choir, and Thelma Green says she once appeared in the Third Road Company of Rio Rita. And, of course, Aunt Viv sang with a band in college.
Did Aunt Viv really sing with the band?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Viv keeps telling me she could have been another wee Bonnie Baker.
Who is wee Bonnie Baker?
Oh, she was a big singing star. She made her biggest hit when she sang, oh, Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, heavens above.
That was a big hit?
Yeah, that was a big hit.
Aye.
Well, you'll understand when you try to explain to your daughter what was so hot about Elvis Presley singing, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Oh, Mom.
Well, you will.
Are you disappointed that you're not in the quartet?
Oh, heavens, no. I couldn't care less.
Well, bye, Mom.
Bye-bye, honey. Don't be too late now.
No, I won't.
Hi, Thelma. Hi, Dorothy. Where's Grace?
Grace isn't coming. We've got terrible news. Tragedy has struck.
What?
Grace has to drop out of the quartet.
Why?
Oh, her husband's company is transferring him to California, and he has to leave right away. And she has the nerve to want to go along with her husband and 4 children. Leaving our quartet high and dry.
I never knew a soprano you could trust.
Well, who can we get to take her place?
Yes, who? Hi, girls.
Hi, Lucy.
Hi. Well, I know you have a lot of rehearsing to do, so I'll leave you alone.
Oh, now let's see. There must be someone we can get to take Grace's place in our quartet.
Yeah, but who? They don't have barbershop trios, do they? Oh, no. And even if they did, we all sing harmony. We need somebody to take melody.
Yes, we need somebody that'll sing melody. Lucy, we're trying to think of a singer to take Grace's part. So would you please stop all that noise, dear?
Let's see, what other women are in our volunteer fire department? What about Pauline Lopez?
Oh, no, she could never get away with those 7 kids.
That's right. Even before she comes to a fire, she has to find a babysitter.
Listen, what about Barbara Cushing? She's a soloist in our choir. She has a beautiful voice.
But she's not a member of the volunteer fire department.
Oh, that's right.
Good try. Keep thinking.
Where's the fire?
Oh, there isn't any fire, but I know who you can get to replace Grace.
Who?
Well, it's someone who isn't moving to California, and someone who sings melody, and someone who doesn't have any babysitter problem, and someone who is a member of the Women's Volunteer Fire Department.
Who is it? Give us her name.
Down by the old mill stream.
Her name, her name.
Well, if you 3 are so dense, I don't know if I want to be in your darned old quartet.
You?
You? Yes, me.
Oh, I don't know, Lucy. What do you think, girls? Well, now, her voice isn't too bad. It isn't good, but it's not bad.
Well, if we don't take her, we won't be able to go to Albany. Well, there isn't anybody else. She's better than nothing.
Okay, Lucy, you're in.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, we better start rehearsing.
Yeah, girls, we gotta get rehearsing right now if we're going up to Albany and get a hold of that little old cup. Now, line up right over here. Line up according to size, because that makes the sound a lot better.
Well, why did you decide to sing?
Well, actually, we hadn't come to any decision yet.
I still think we should sing Moonlight Bay.
Oh, by the light of the silvery moon has such good harmony.
Yeah, but Red Revved Robin, is that, you know, that
Hey,
red...
I know. Be My Bumblebee. That's a wonderful old number. Has a great arrangement for quartets. And it's not one of those things like Red Robin, you know, everybody and his brother sings.
Lucy.
Well, now, it's really up to you three to decide.
Let's try by the light of the silvery moon.
Okay, by the light of the silvery moon. Oh, righty, here's your note, Dorothy. Ready?
Bye.
By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon to my honey our Well, are you gonna sing or not?
I was singing.
You were?
Yes.
Well, I couldn't hear you.
I was singing.
Okay, let's try it again. Now sing out.
All right.
Let's go. By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon to my honey our
Now, don't tell me you couldn't hear me that time either.
You sing too soft.
I do not. You three sing too loud. Well, I was singing as loud as I could.
It's not how loud you sing, it's how much you project.
Project?
Yes, you gotta throw out your voice.
Well, let's not get nasty.
Oh, listen, girls, let's just forget the whole thing.
Let's forget the whole thing.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Why don't you sing my number? You'll be able to hear me on my number. Be My Bumblebee. I got it right here. Look, Viv, you play that. You sing right there. I sing right here. Here, give me my first note.
Okay.
You'll be able to hear me on this one. It's a very good arrangement.
Come on.
B, 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 B,
La, la, la,
B.
Are you ready?
B. Be my little baby bumblebee.
Buzz around, buzz around, buzz around.
Bring home all your honey love to me.
Buzz around, buzz around, buzz around.
Let me spend the happy hours rowing with you amongst the flowers.
Buzz.
When we get there, no one else can see.
Buzz around, buzz around, buzz around.
Be my little baby Don't tell me you couldn't hear me that time.
Oh, you bet your sweet life we could hear you that time. Don't you think those parts are a little unevenly divided?
I admit you could hear me.
Oh, we could hear you, all right.
Well, I don't know about you two, but I'm certainly not going clear up to Albany just to be a buzzer.
That number doesn't need a quartet. All it needs is a soprano and a hive.
I still say we should forget the whole thing.
Let's just forget the whole
Forget
thing.
it. You want me to
Wait a minute,
Dorothy?
Thelma, what did you say about projecting?
We said you didn't do it.
Well, would it help if I learned how?
Well, sure it would help, but how could you?
Hey, my vocal coach is here in town. I bet he could teach her how to sing properly and to project.
Sure he could.
Well, now it may be worth a try.
Sure, it's worth a try.
It's our only chance.
Yeah, it's your only chance.
I'll call Dr. Gitterman first thing in the morning.
No, call him right now.
But it's so late.
Well, that's just it. We haven't got a moment to lose. You know how bad I am.
You're right.
How do you do? I'm Dr.
Dr. Gitterman, how do you do? I'm Lucy Carmichael.
Yes. Thelma tells me we've got a little problem. By next week, she wants me to get some power into that little tiny voice of yours.
Oh, well, I don't know that I have such a little tiny voice.
Oh, would you mind giving me a sample?
Down by the old mill stream.
We haven't a moment to lose.
Now, the first thing I teach my pupils is correct posture.
Well, but Dr. Getterman, wouldn't you like to take off your coat?
We haven't got that much time.
You have time to take off your coat.
First thing I teach my pupils is correct posture.
Yes,
now, let
sir.
me see you stand, please.
Yes, sir.
Is that your posture?
Well, it sure looks like mine.
Well, now, if you want to be a singer, you're going to have to learn to stand up straight. Not quite so stiff. You've got to learn to relax. Yeah, do as I do. Yeah. Now, completely relax your entire body. Imagine yourself a marionette. You have absolutely no control over your actions. Someone is pulling the strings, and you must do exactly as he says. Mrs. Carmichael, what are you doing?
I think there's a new man on the strings.
Well, now that we've got you relaxed, let's get back to your posture. Now stand straight, but remain relaxed.
Yes, sir.
Now that is the correct posture for a singer.
Yes, sir.
Now, the next thing we want to discuss is breathing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, the breath is most important. The breath, after all, is that power that operates the vocal cords. Where do you breathe?
Oh, anywhere I happen to be at the moment.
Well, the correct placement of the breath on the vocal cords is very important. You see, it's that produces the proper tonal quality.
Yes, sir.
Well, now, sit down over here and relax, please. The breath hitting the vocal cords at exactly the right spot that nature intended will give you a sound like this.
You scared me.
And that's merely a sound I'd like you to imitate. Make it like this. That is very good. You shall promise.
Thank you.
Yes, now, I want you to chew your tongue and hum.
Chew my tongue and hum?
That loosens the vocal cord. Now, at the same time, I want you to think of your voice as an umbrella that closes and opens like this. Now, continue to chew your tongue and hum.
My umbrella wouldn't open.
We'll try the vowels now.
The vowels?
The vowels. A, O, U. With me, please. A, O, U. A, O, U. Fast.
A, O, U. 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 Like a train pulling out of the station. You know that sound they make?
I know. Now, I'd like you to try another one. Ooga! Ooga! With me. Ooga! 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 The vowels. Ooga! A, ooga! O, ooga! Ooh, ooga! Oh, ooga! Ooh, ooga! 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 No! Ooga! Stop! I'm not doing it right at all, Mrs. Carmichael. You're not using your glasses.
I didn't even know I had one.
I'm sorry. Perhaps I've been going along a little too rapidly for you.
You sure have.
Let's try something else now, shall
All
we?
right.
Now, to breathe correctly, you must use the suction power of your lungs.
Yes, sir.
Now, I will tell you what I want you to do. I want you to take a deep breath and hold it. Now, take a very deep breath.
Yes, sir.
Hold it. Deep breath and hold it. Oh.
Hi. Oh, hi, Dr. Getterman.
Hello, Selma. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Well, I think we can show a little progress.
What's the matter with her?
Huh? Oh, I forgot, Mrs. Carmichael. That's her. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about you. And I must say, I'm amazed at how long you were able to hold your breath. You must have very powerful lungs.
Thank you.
All right, we'll do that. And let's show our friends what we've done, huh? Remember everything I've taught you. The posture. Yes, now the relax. Yes, remember the proper breathing. And chew your tongue and hum. And the umbrella. Oh, the correct tonal quality. Now hit this note.
Careful now, don't strain that ooga. Are you nervous, Lucy?
No, why should I be?
Well, it's the first time you've ever sung in public.
Well, I gotta start someplace. Who's that?
Come in.
Hi.
Hi.
Hurry up. We've got to be at the auditorium in 10 minutes.
Okay.
I understand there are going to be 3,000 people in the audience.
3,000 people.
Oh, Dorothy. Oh, I'm so nervous my knees are knocking together.
I've got butterflies in my stomach.
I've got butterflies and their knees are knocking together. How are you feeling? Lucy, are you all right?
I'll be all right after I faint.
You're not gonna faint.
That's right, I'm not gonna faint.
Good girl.
I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, no, you're not. We've got to get to that auditorium and get dressed.
Oh, 3,000 people?
Oh, don't let that bother you. Think of them as just one person.
Just one person with 6,000 eyes.
Come on now, Lucy. You just got a little stage fright.
Yeah, I just got a little stage fright.
It's normal to feel nervous.
Yeah, it's normal to feel nervous.
Oh, you'll be fine once you step out on that stage and start singing our song.
What song?
The song we're going to sing in the contest in about 10 minutes.
What contest?
She's drawn a blank. Lucy, you know the song we've been rehearsing. By the light of the silvery moon.
By the what?
Oh, by the light of the silvery moon. By the light of the silvery moon.
Ooh, that's a catchy little tune, wasn't it?
Lucy, come on now. You know how badly you wanted to join our quartet, remember? Now you know that, don't you?
No.
You remember Dr. Gitterman?
No.
Dr. Gitterman, the voice teacher that was going to teach you to sing so you could sing in the contest. Dr. Gitterman. Gitterman, the voice teacher. That's it, the one that taught you that. That's the one, Dr. Gitterman. You're going to sing by the light of the silvery moon in the contest. Oh, that's it now. By the light of the silvery moon. She's got one, honey. You got it, honey. By the light of the silvery moon. Spoon juice. Come on.
From the Danview Women's Volunteer Fire Department, the 4 alarms.
Place, park, scene, dark.
Silvery moon is shining through the trees.
Cast, to, me, you.
Sound of kisses floating on the breeze.
Act 1, begun.
Dialogue, where would you like to spoon?
My clue with you.
Underneath the silvery moon.
the light.
By the light, by the light
Of the silvery moon.
Silvery moon, silvery moon.
I want to spoon.
Want to spoon, want to spoon.
To my honey I'll
Croon love's tune.
honeymoon.
Honeymoon, honeymoon.
Keep a shining in June.
Keep a shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddling soon by the silvery moon. The silvery
Come back here. Come on on the stage. Our judges have just handed me their decision, and the winners are from Danfield, the 4 Alarms.
Oh, thank you.
I know that you all join me in wishing the 4 Alarms all the luck in the world when they appear in the national finals in New York City, which will be televised from coast to coast and seen by the entire nation.
The entire nation?
Now, Lucy. She'll be fine. Oh, she'll be great in the finals.